Hey guys, welcome. Here you're watching us live at the Vero G Spotlight Radio Show. We host Vero G. That's right. Welcome, guys. We're here live as you see us here. We're being seen on Facebook Live, also on YouTube, and also on Twitch as we speak. So again, we're being seen on those platforms. Chat is open right now for anybody who wants to, say a few things on the comment section or any feedback on the show. And also, we have our guest here in a few minutes. And if you have any questions for our lovely guest, you could do so as we speak. So our guest this week, we have a beautiful author, and also she is a creative consultant. I want to make sure I get her name right before she gets out here in a few minutes on the show. She goes by the name of Dr. Shadaria Allison. So I'd love to have her in a few minutes. We're going to talk about a couple things she's working on, new books, and everything else in that studious with this. So I'm very excited as it is. So you guys already know. So before we start the show, you see here, guys, the QR code below. If you'd like to donate or support the show, you're more than welcome to do so on the show while we're on here live. So we're going to get right into announcements on the show here. If you get a chance, I'm going to put up the thing we actually put up here and how we do the show each and every week. And again, your support is definitely needed. So thank you for those who've been supporting the show for over a year now. And I'm just blessed to continue on giving you great content on this show and much, much more. And thank you for your support. All right, so let's get right into announcements.
Here, you're watching the Vero G Spotlight Radio Show, and it is part of the announcement segment. So definitely come check out updates and much more.
Yes, thank you, Bob. Appreciate you for the love. That's right. So as you guys know already, the announcements part, we have a few announcements on here live on the show today. So let's get it started right away. As you guys know, we are having our back to school sixth annual back to school event happening this coming Saturday, not tomorrow, next Saturday. Let me frame that. Next Saturday, guys. We'll be having a few book bags, a few supplies for the kids in the neighborhood, the community, and for families. And if you would like to be a part of it any way possible, you're more than welcome to contact me or Devil Dog USA as well. And, contact either of us to see how you'll be able to support our amazing contribution to the community and all that said and done. Again, this will be happening next Saturday, September 13th at 125 Avenue D. That's, people think it's Brooklyn. No, it's Manhattan. So it's a difference. I know. I realize Brooklyn has Avenue D, which is weird. I know. But no, this is downtown East Village, New York. If you don't know where it's at, just Google it. But again, we have the 6th annual back to school event next Saturday. So if you'd like to come support, it's free for all. Definitely contact myself or Devil Dog USA. And big shout out to them for partnering, with us this year on this amazing event we do each and every year annually to give it back to the community and those who are just in need of a situation like that for now. So also our candidate who will be there in presence, Jason Murillo. He's the City Council District 2 candidate for that. So definitely we'll be seeing him there presently, and we'll see a few other people there as well in presence. So stay tuned. Also big shout out to other people that will be supporting it. TJ Rivera, also known as CJ the Terror, will be there in person giving karate lessons to the kids. We'll be having another person that's part of it, shout out to Sean Felder, coming through and helping us support this amazing event, and other people as well. And I'll keep you close with that by next week. So stay tuned. All right, so that was that for that part of announcements. Let's see what else we got for announcements this week. Let's see. Yes, like I said again, guys, check out my new single. Is out now called Rompe Mi Corazón on now all digital platforms. You guys could support that if you get a chance to. I appreciate that if possible, and all that said and done. So again, it's called Rompe Mi Corazón. Thank you for everyone sending your video submissions on your feedback on the song. I will be this week putting it out there so you guys can check it out, and I will be tagging you guys as well for your amazing feedback on the song itself. And thank you so much for your amazing support with that in mind. So you already know. Other than that, in announcements. Also, if you guys want to check out my channel, you could do so on the screen there. You see that's my website, which is www.verogmusic.com. You also can check out the YouTube channel, which is Vero G Spotlight Network. This is a coexist together with that channel, Vero G Official Music. It's basically the same channel. It's just coexist with different names, but same channel. So you can definitely check that out. And you see all my past, music, videos, a list of other things you can definitely check out as well with that on my soul. You guys already know. So that was it for announcements on the show here. Again, if you'd like to support the show, you know where to find me. If not, I will gladly send it to you on here on the screen. You can see it below. You can follow me on my Instagram, which is @officialverog. Yes, @officialverog. If you'd like to follow me there, you can do so on there, and let's make it happen. You already know. So with that in mind, other things I want to add here. Oh, yes, announcements. Hold on before I continue next thing. So big shout out to LDM, the 7th Nothing But Woman Power event. They just released it, I think, was it this week? Big shout out to them. I was honored, and I'm just thank you so much for your amazing platform you guys do for a lot of amazing talented artists out there. Again, I was honored to be there and perform for the event. You can watch it now, I think, on the LDM network. I think is it LDM network on their YouTube channels. You can definitely go support that if you guys get a chance to. It's on there now, so support them and all that said and done. So that big shout out to them. I just want to announce that on here as well. Prior to, like I said again, check out the new single called Rompe Mi Corazón. We'll be playing that in a bit for the music break segment. So definitely stay tuned if you guys get a chance to. All that said and done, so you guys already know. Prior to that, we'll update you guys on more announcements. But again, the back to school is a big one. The back to school event we're having next Saturday, July, September 13th will be happening here in New York City. And if you'd like to donate or contribute or anything of that possibility, you're more than welcome to contact me on my social media and all that said and done. So you already know. Yes. So with that said, we have amazing guests in the building. We are done with announcements right now. Yes, I'm very excited. I think we're both excited in the same way. So okay now. All right, I'll take that way. Hey now. So with that, I'm gonna make sure I get my notes ready because I got a lot here. Oh my god, this lady is phenomenal. She has several amazing books out. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. 2 books we're gonna talk about today of her amazing publications, what things she is doing, and much more. So with that in mind, I am honored to introduce you guys on the show first time here. The lovely Arthur, I'm check it right, Arthur, and she is a creative consultant. Her name is, I hope if I get it wrong, please correct me, Shadaria Allison. If I get it wrong, please correct me. Welcome.
Well, hello. I'm so excited to be here. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me. And it's okay. It's Shadaria.
Shadaria, okay. Let me sure I get it right.
Well, I don't even know my name some days, So Dr. Allison is fine. Allison, Shadaria, girl, homegirl, we good.
Okay, I'll go with it. Awesome. So I just want to say thank you again. You have an amazing, just amazing catalog of amazing work you're doing. So before we get into it, just a quick run through with you. Wow, where to start? Okay, so you are the #1 international best-selling author, a trailblazer, creative. Truth teller. The list goes. Hold on, I'm into my glasses for this one. Hold on. You are an author of 23 books, okay, and including 12 bestsellers. Geez, my God. And you have an honorary doctorate as well in advocacy. We're going to talk about that as well. Systematic oppression. Geez, wow, so many things here. Representation in media and leadership. We're going to get into everything. It's just a lot. It's a lot.
I'm feeling all nervous. I'm like, oh gosh.
No, I'm giving you flowers. I'm gonna give people, just do something.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So with that in mind, we just kind of give a little intro, but before and tell everybody who is Dr. Shadira, Miss Allison.
Just call me cousin. We cousins at this point. It's okay.
Okay, Mackenzie, right? Okay.
Well, above all things, I really, really am human. And I'm an advocate first. I'm a mom. I have a beautiful 21-year-old son. But as a professional, my entire career, no matter what I do, and I've had my hands in, like you said, many hats and done many things, is I'm an advocate for the people. And not in a way that's abrasive and loud. The truth, I think, is loud enough. If you just take a look at culture right now, amongst the chaos, the truth is very, very blinding that we obviously need some help. And in the areas where we have cameras and social media and popularity contests, there must be the solace that comes from somebody who gets it. So I like to say I've been every type of woman that you could be, in order to help every type of woman out there. And if it's not just women, it is people, because at the end of the day, we got the homeless amongst us. We got the whores amongst us. Excuse my French. We've got, hey, I'm going to keep it 100. We've got, I mean, I got ties, and I came up in Brooklyn in the South. So, hey, what we going to do? We have every kind of person out here. And like I said, there's something here and something coming to this earth that's going to put the rich and the poor on one level. And the chaos is starting with the chaos. There's literally an ache for society to come to the conclusion that we need help. So I think that I was born to disrupt. And when I say disrupt, I don't mean in a way that's, like I said, abrasive. I believe in solutions. Real simple. Everything doesn't have to be a fight. It takes you to tell the truth a couple of times and to say, now that we've acknowledged that this is out of order, what can we do to resolve it? And I think that war stops when solutions get presented and ones that are fair to people. So I'm a creative. I can do a whole bunch of everything, but in every piece of whatever that vocation is, I find myself wherever the resolve is, wherever solutions are needed. That's how I fight.
I love that, because like I said, you have a lot. We're gonna go break down through all of them, because it's like, oh my God, where to start? No, but I love it because of the fact, like you said, you are true to who you are, and at the same time, you want to bring authenticity in the sense of, in society itself. And you've seen, as we all know, we've seen a lot of chaotic things been happening recently, between the war happening for a good amount of time now, recession, different things are happening just in our everyday lives. And I think it's great that you're putting it out there, basically, and especially through your work, and also inspiring people along the way as well. So we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about everything in a minute. After you're welcome. No problem. So we're going to get right into who in let's say in the publication world, in book world, they call it. Who is like your top 3 authors that you look up to, role models?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a very, very, very good question. I would like to say I'm more better at titles than I am authors at this point. I get like addicted to the message sometimes. That's why I want to kind of change. A lot of authors usually, unless they're already famous, they don't really shine through as much as a personality. So I always like the book. Like I like Atomic Habits. I like The Mountain Is You. Now I do remember this book, old school. Listen. Omar Tyree, Fly Girl, I think that's everybody's classic fave. If you never read a novel before, Omar Tyree is one author that I do remember, Fly Girl. But I like every self-help book that you can think of. I'm not big on the authorship. I'm big on the message, and I got to get better at that. That's why I probably do more appearances than anything else, because I'm like, people don't know who these great minds are. They just read the book, and it's like, oh my God, this is a great book. So please forgive me. But I'm going to say The Mountain Is You, Atomic Habits. I take that back. What is that guy? He's from Africa. Mm-hmm. He's a spokesperson. He's like a comedian. He wrote a book. Oh, my God. He's very fair-skinned. He's an amazing young man. I cannot remember his name. But he has a great book about how he grew up in Africa and almost watched his mom get murdered. crazy book. I read a lot of books, but I'm not that abreast of authors, so please don't kill me. But yes,
don't worry about it.
yeah, self-help books. And once in a while, if I itch for a novel, I might pick it up. But for the most part, like I said, The Mountain is You is a great book. Atomic Habits is a great book. And I did the cover for Les Brown, who's a great motivational speaker. And he's like one of my favorite authors as well. So, yeah.
That's amazing. I love it because sometimes like, when you read different types of novels, and depending if it's nonfiction or, it has a documentary kind of style. So it depends on how it works. But I think you get to learn from different aspects of people's lives and depending what they're fighting for. And you gravitate and it really gets you to who, like I said, yourself as a person and what you want to speak about, as we mentioned a few minutes ago, what you want to speak about and just address to the world as well.
Awesome. Yes, it just depends. Books to me, I watch zero television. I'm like very much so weirdo as it pertains to entertainment because I've been in movies, I've sang, I've done creative things, but as I get older, I can get so lost into a book, into study, and people should read more, man. I know it's not, in your face as what we get distracted with TV and all this stuff, but books literally have, I think the last 3 years of my life have matured me greatly. And I've been writing books for a long time, but actually digesting books, oh my God, has very much important. For real.
I love that. That's awesome. And it was really cool. Like you said, like I was also like kind of like a nerd back in the day as a kid. I was like books. Even like now, like you said, technology is really more advanced. Now back then, like the 90s, it really was not too much as back then as now. And I was like really into reading different types of books as a kid, even now as an adult. It's kind of, I've been slacking, but I do know, like I said, some of the books out there, I still, try to get to back when I can,
And you are all over the place. You are a Renaissance woman. There's no slack. You busy. You getting to it. There is no slack, baby. You are a busy woman.
I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I appreciate it. Forgive me, but earlier we had a hairy arm across the platform. It was somebody in the room. I was trying to move their arm, but she was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Be cool about it. Just keep the arm out the way."
I didn't even see it, but I'm here for the comedy. I would have laughed. I was trying to pay more attention. That's funny.
You probably watch it replay. What is the? Just give me
I'm here for it.
Yeah, you're like, what? Woosah. Okay, we good. So prior to that, no, you're good. So prior to that, this is amazing. So like I said, let's a little bit of everything that you're doing now. So before we get into the books, let's talk about what inspires you in general to get into writing as we speak.
Beautiful question. I think that when I was coming up, I was very social and bubbly. And people used to think I was a ham, just because I was very creative, but I never could express myself vocally about the things I cared about. I found it very difficult to do. And I know that my family was just shocked that was even an issue for me, but it was. I began writing, I began journaling first. And my heart, like I would cry when I wrote, not because of the beauty of what I was saying, but because of the honesty. Like if I die, God forbid, and y'all find my writings, I did what I did, man. I lived. I realized that I was another person inside of myself because I'm always authentic, but the private things are the private things of life. And writing gave me a form of therapy before I invited the outside world into my alignment. Writing became the way I communicated with God. It became the way I reasoned. Like, I'm serious. I used to, if I liked a guy, I would sit there and list all his bad traits, all his good traits, make decisions in that moment. I used writing for everything, and I also used it to express deep sadness as well as very tragic and horrible things that happened to me as a person. So it went from that honesty into honestly, it was God touching my heart, touching my perception. Next thing I know, I'm writing with an ability that was beyond me. When my dad bought one of my first books, he said, Shadaria, I read it. And this is way before AI. Let me just say this real quick. I never needed an AI, okay? I have made AI my kick, my sidekick. I never needed it. But before AI, my dad read my books. He was like, I didn't even know you thought this way. And I was like, I didn't either. So it literally, like, I sing. Like, everybody knows me as a singer. Like I said, doing creative things. When I write, it can get dangerous in a very good way, because I'm going to tell the truth, and it's a voice that comes out, a perception that comes out that can only be God given. So I take no credit for it. I'm just a vessel. That's where writing started.
I love that. I gotta give you flowers. Yeah.
I love you. Look,
You're welcome. Thank you. Oh, it's not right now. Yes. You're welcome. No problem. And I love that, because, like I said, when, especially, like I said, being a creative person, sometimes you got to go through things in pain, and you got to go through certain situations to heal through your mission and through what you're saying, and putting it into writing or different kind of forms of that nature. And I think what you're talking about is amazing, because, like I said, we all go through certain things in life. And I think if how the old saying goes, it won't kill you, makes you stronger. And it literally does. And it makes you a stronger person. So I commend you so much for your strength and the things you have gone through. And I don't want to get too personal about it, because I know if it's
no, we should. Let me tell you something. Take it all off. Mask off. I came to this show, and you're the first show that I've done a show this week. But I said this week, when I come on her show, my number one point and plan is to be as raw and unfiltered and uncut as possible. Because again, we see people who are authors and they're writing these deep words. No, give me the hood rat, give me the ratchet, give me the because I write enough serious stuff. So, and I like the two books I've written. One of them is very, very controversial, and then the next one is controversial too. It's some tea behind it, but it's a novel. It's something about love. So yeah, you can get as dirty and as clean as you want. I'm very transparent, and I don't mind telling the truth. Let's get it. Let's do the tea.
Okay. If you say it's okay, we're gonna go with it.
Let's go. My son just turned 21. It's time for him to know. Let's go.
I can't with you. I love it. No, also. So, like I said, out of respect, I'm gonna go, like you said, go with it. But pretty much to my extent, I think, just tell a few of the things you encountered in your life through pain, and how to utilize that you say your writing, and I don't know. I'm asking you because it's weird. If just say yes or no. But did you witness, or were you once a victim of a sexual crime? I don't want to get into too much detail about that.
Sexual crime. I don't know if I could call it a crime. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say molestation is a crime, but when you're a child, it's not a crime. It is a learned behavior. And it is something that's passed on generationally. And if a child is taking advantage of another child, it is because either it's something that's motivated by what they've already saw, or either something that's spiritually motivated by something dark and demonic. So crime, I'm not going to say it to that extent, because to be quite frank with you, like I just said, I think that until you're really mature enough to own and understand, and a lot of things, like I said, people are not doing out of malicious intent. They're doing it out of learned behavior. So yes, I walked into the doors of molestation at a very, very young age. So yes, ma'am. But I wouldn't call it a crime. I would say that it was unfortunate that whoever was exposed children to that type of behavior, then, yeah, absolutely. I did go through that.
I'm so sorry. And the reason why I don't want to scare, because usually I have things where I send messages. It's just where I don't want to get too in detail about it, but I just, when I see it, I have to explain it to the viewers watching, that sometimes I get things and I just have to send it to whoever I have to contact with that. But I just wanted to explain to you that, when I saw that, I had to explain just to get confirmation from you. Just to make sure out of privacy, for that reason. That's why I said that.
So you're prophetic, like that's what you can send.
Yes.
No, which I can tell, like you give off the aura of a great overcomer, somebody that has a great sensibility for the empathic. So I'm not intimidated, nor am I offended. I welcome it because, like I said, nobody's getting free from being cute. You got to tell the truth, you know? So, yes, molestation, definitely so. Very, very dark things happen in my childhood, I'm sure. So I just so happened to forgive it through my relationship with Christ. And not just that, through the knowledge that when I was a kid, that was our culture growing up in the 90s. Let's play house and let's do this. And then, you know, depression and abuse in general opens the door to lust, because any piece of you that's not getting the love that you feel like you deserve parentally, you're looking for that outside of yourself. And so then you open up the door to that type of activity, whether you're a victim of molestation or me exposed to pornography and masturbation at a very young age. So yeah, that definitely happened, and I don't regret it because I now understand what to do with the experience, and it has nothing to do with judgment. It has everything to do with telling somebody else or another kid or another woman or another man, it's not okay what happened to you, but it's not okay for you to stay in the prison. Let yourself free by exercising that through creativity or therapy or confrontation or any way that you can get free, because things are going to happen in this life that are just really unjust and unfair. And sometimes you're going to be mad at God, your mom, your dad. You're going to be mad at everybody because you're not going to understand. You're like, I just exist. Why did I deserve to get treated like that? But I find out it's more or less probable about what you deserve, and more weaponry in the tool of what you're becoming so that you can help somebody else overcome that thing.
I wish I could give you a hug right now. I mean, I'm giving you a virtual right now, virtual one for now. Because again, just, I see the strength and the courage you've encountered, and just, we're meeting first time here, first time, virtually, as they call it.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I just feel like, you have gone through worse things. And I think what you now are is enlightenment, as they call it, and to use, like I said, certain things in your life to flip it and encourage people and to inspire them. I think that's amazing, and that speaks volumes of who you are. So, like I said, just continue what you're doing. You don't know how many people's lives you have impacted by your words alone.
Wow. I received that. You're so sweet. Thank you.
You.
So have you. And if you need, like I said, don't hold back. If you need to, you're so empathic. You're so sweet. If you need to, you ask me, and I'll tell you the truth. Whatever is going to help people,
Yes.
So I'm not bothered by it. I hope somebody watches this, and of course I'll replay it for my audience as well. It's powerful. Once you forgive the experience, the person, and understand we're literally vessels being either used by good or evil. And as children, because mine started in childhood, if you don't know anything other than darkness, you're perpetuating somebody else's agenda, but it's my freedom, because in the end, I'm going, like you said, to inspire somebody else or some other young person that has gone through it.
Definitely. And like I said, I know this coincides with mental health, you just mentioned a few minutes ago. And how did you, like I said, even though you forgive the person, you forgave the situation, looking back at it now, but those who are watching now, those who maybe gone through or going through it, what advice you could give them? How to process that?
That's deep. That's a tall order, because not one size fits all. Like I said, I'm a creative, so and most creatives, like if you go to Hollywood and talk to them, they've gone through grotesque things, and the way that they've healed themselves has been through the vocation of their creativity.
Yes.
So I would take an unconventional approach of, number one, I'm not closed-minded when I say this, nor am I religious, but I believe in Christ. So my faith absolutely led me to use creativity to heal. And then I began to employ help. Therapists are not your enemy. They are your friends. Please get therapy, and good therapist who is open-minded and can help you process trauma. I got my son therapy. I am in therapy and was in therapy early on in life. So, and also creativity. I believe that create art, create a song, write about it, make poetry. Like I said, if you find the strength to confront. Forgiveness does not mean denial. Stop acting like it didn't happen. If you see that person, you still have to deal with that person. You step away in that bathroom, you breathe. But if you have the courage to confront. When you're forgiven, you're not sticking with the emotions behind the action. Not saying that it's okay for you to do what you did. No, but what I am going to say is not okay for me to be again imprisoned and bound while you're walking around free when you violated me. So I'm going to release the emotion behind it, and that takes time, therapy, and again, creative output. But forgive them in your own time and have a personal relationship with the creator. And I believe that you can heal through anything with those things.
Amen. Well said. Well said. My other question to you is now, just say yes or no. But my question to you is: are you like working with somebody alongside, or are you working on doing a workshop or a seminar, or something of like working a support group for other females of that kind of situation, or are you planning on doing something of that?
I have funny thing that you say. I have like the last year and a half, like prophets from everywhere have come to me and was like, God is calling you to women. God is really, really calling you to coaching. God is calling you to that. And I mean, everything I am is female enthusiasm, right? You know, I started a coalition with women called Married to the Mission. And I'll talk about that a lot later. I had plans originally, some things took place, and I'm gonna tell you, I love us. Oh, nobody. I, I'm not a girl's girl. I'm a woman's woman. I'm not a girl's girl. We're not going to do no fake carbon copy loyalty. No, but I'm very much so about women maturing, owning who they are, and reintroducing service leadership into our generation. Like one of my favorite idols is Coretta Scott King.
Ooh,
Then I love women who knew that it was more to life than just being pretty and being with a man and just that. Like I'm definitely fly now. I ain't say we're not gonna be cute, but right after that, we got kids that are killing each other. We got, I mean, hello. I would love to do workshops with serious minded non-competitive women who know who they are and want to help the society become a place where we grow and love and have community. So it's on my list. I have nothing planned because I did go through something with women and I still love them all. That kind of made me say, are you sure this is the route you want to go? Or are you just going to wait for God to send you the ones that are serious about it? So I'm always open to workshops with women. I speak a lot. I plan on speaking some more. This is my year to step forward into that. So yes, ma'am. I have it in the arsenal, but not yet planned.
okay. Just to let you know, it's just do your thing.
No, you can flow. I'm so cool with this. Like I said, I came tonight. I said, hair down. We just gonna do this because I felt that from you. Like you have a beautiful spirit. So I'm anything that you want to know. Like I said, I'm very open book. I'm not ashamed of a thing, and I'm willing to answer pretty much anything. Might help me, huh?
There you go. See, it's for both. Yeah.
Right, right.
Definitely, definitely, no problem, no problem. So let's before we get into the book now, let's tap into the. I didn't know you was an artist. Let's take into the other stuff. You just briefly about that as well, and yeah, let's get into that. Yeah.
I love, 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 love music. I grew up in a very musical family. My father and mother both sang. My dad is an incredible vocalist and songwriter and saxophonist. And I have another family member who's a Grammy Award winning songwriter. So it was in my blood to love everything about artistry. Love hip hop, big on the rap side of things. I'm known for my voice, like I sing, but I'm sneaky a good rapper. So I like hip hop. Like you're gonna catch me listening to lots of hip hop. Love me some Jadakiss. Jadakiss is one of my favorite rappers of all time, okay?
Yes.
Love me some Kiss. Love me some Kiss. I love music. I do. I just don't like performance. Like whenever I would have to come to the stage, it gave me immediately social anxiety. And people would be, I would go audition for like The Voice and American Idol, and they'd be like, hey, you can sing again. As soon as they asked me to sing again, I'm like, no. Something in me shut down. But I think it was because I felt like that was when I had much lower self-esteem. I was 100 pounds heavier, and I felt like people were looking and judging me, but it was me I was projecting. So I love music. I don't do like painting artistry. I can, but I'm not like a big painter. I'm like more abstract art. I like to create, doodle some. Most of my creative formats come by way of I've been in movies, I've done music. I'm really good at creative consulting and creative direction, as well as like celebrity consulting. I work with some people. So I have a little bit of like, I don't even know what to, that's why I just said I'm a creative because I've done it all like shot it low. I don't even know where to put me at this point.
You have a jack of all trades. Let's get like what it is.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But at least I've deemed I want my dream. I can spot a star from the left side of the room. My dream is to be a famous A&R that actually scouts talents and does cinema. And I love that whole realm. Anything to do with talent and artistry, I'm behind that big time. I want to see other people do it.
That's amazing, man. You heard first here, guys, okay? Listen, we're putting out there in manifestation.
That's right.
Yeah.
All out there, listen.
Yeah,
I've got to do some things. I've got to meet some pretty amazing celebrities in my field. I had worked with an artist at one point. I mean, when I say celebrity, I've met the Queen Bee herself now. So I've been in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We done met Beyonce. I felt like somebody. I have met quite a few people in the industry. I've been out to Hollywood. One of the sweetest celebrities I've ever met is, no pun intended, Sweetie. I got to meet Sweetie fixed me a plate of food. She literally is one of the most beautiful women ever. And she has such a great soul. A lot of these celebrities get a bad rap, but a lot of them are really sweet. The ones that I've met, they're very kind. I've met Debbie Allen, Stevie Wonder, Samuel L. Jackson. I've been in a room with some people that when I was a little girl, I used to watch Behind the Music. And I said, one day I want to interview girls. See, it's the vibes, okay? So I literally, that's my organic passion, is to either interview stars, give stars strategies, and that's usually what I get paid to do, is come up with creative strategy, either publishing books. Like I said, I've worked with big names there, and creative design, like graphic arts. So yeah, that whole realm, I believe that I'm called to. It's just been a very difficult road because, of course, there's politics and everything. And hopefully I'll get to the point where I can do that full time one day. And girl, let's get it. You coming with me? Let's take over.
We got this. We got this. That's right. Yes. We got it. Before we get into the book right now, we got another person tuning in right now. Hello there, D Gallery.
Hi.
Yes, and hello, definitely do it. We need you, and exclamation point and laughing out loud.
Love whoever that is. Love you. Thank you. I need
yeah, I was like, who's that? Okay, that's what's up. Hey, thanks for tuning in.
Right, thank you.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So let's talk about your two amazing books, which we're going to talk about. For me, put the photo as well so people can see the photo. Wow. All right, so we're going to talk about the first one right now. It's called American Unicorn: The Hidden Power of the Creative Mind. So let's talk more about this book.
Ooh.
Yeah, you good.
Girl, look, are you asking, or are you asking me to just like talk?
Oh, no. Go ahead. I want you to give it away.
This book, okay, I only have one son that I love him so much. Shout out to Corinne. This book is like having a baby, okay? Number one, this book is dangerous. And I say that because, it looks all sweet and all cute and all innocent and it's everything but that. I have a PhD in advocacy. So this book is enriched with, it's a manifesto broken down into about 4 parts. Of course, I break down what it means to be a unicorn. I have a unicorn's mind. And of course, I reference, it as the term of a person who's creative and has all of these gifts and misjudged in society and eccentric and unpopular, or either popular and envied because they are very different than the rest of the crowd. And then I get as serious as the industry and how people are told to go to college, get a good education, offer them to be making 13 to 20 bucks bagging groceries, and there are only a certain percentage that actually make it to Hollywood. I end up talking about the systems that be, that have caused the creatives to be shortchanged in our economic systems. I advocate for children in educational structures that are creatives, and I give ideas and solutions to some issues. And the biggest thing, the last chapter, I talk about, oddly enough, as we know, our president has signed an executive order that is a plan to get the homeless, mentally ill, and drug addicted citizen off of the streets. And his way is to either get them help or put them in prison. And in my book, American Unicorn, which is one of many, actually, I've written other books before that do this, but I advocate for the church to become repurposed and redesigned to become recreational rehabilitational facilities for the mentally ill, drug addicted, and homeless individuals. If you look at it, the church takes up quite a bit of real estate in communities. I remember living in New York and watching homeless people sleep on the stairs of church. And the reason why I feel like church would be the best place to do that, the YMCAs are full. If you live in New York, they're busing people out to the Bronx. They have literally no more room, but you got 57,000 churches in between then and there. And even in DC, where he started this thing, you've got about 600 churches and 6,000 homeless individuals that are living outside. I've done the figures. You can break it down 10 to a church if we talk to healthcare professional, faith-based initiatives, and the governmental bodies. And they're 501c3, the churches. There's no reason why you cannot use your government funding to do exactly what Christ told you to do. Christ was not a fan of the temple. He was a fan of the people. And my whole thing is, y'all like to say y'all are Christians when it's Sunday and you're getting your tithe on. And I'm not, it's not beef for the church. And let me just be clear, because a lot of them deem me a witch, or they try to say I hate the church. I really don't care what you say. I read that Bible. Okay. I believe in Christ. I am not ashamed of my faith. He said to take care of the poor, the widow, the least of these. He went to the temple twice. The first time was to find out what they said about who he was. The second time was to flip tables because they had turned the temple into a penthouse where they're selling things. My whole thing is 2025, like I said, you take up a predominance of real estate in impoverished communities. There should be no reason why you cannot open your doors. You're also a 501c3 organization. You can write grants and come to the table to talk about refurbishing and recreating the structure of your $1 million temple in the hood and make it so people can get healed and then sent back into the community as working citizens. So I talk about that in American Unicorn. So yeah, American Unicorn is a different type of book. And so it's either going to do something huge and definitely going to petition the president to, and it's not like it's my first time. I actually wrote for him before, to look into it. Because again, we're concerned about the wrong things. The help that we need is right in front of us. We just don't like who's saying it. They don't know who I am. They don't know if I've been homeless or not. They don't know if I suffer from mental illness. Check. They don't know if I've ever done drugs. Check. They don't know if I was a teen mom at 17 on the streets, didn't know where I was going to go. Check. So I wrote the book not from my glory, but if you're going to say that you love the Lord and you're so Christian, then he said in the word of God, you gave me something to drink when I was thirsty. You gave me something to eat when I was hungry. And they shall say to him, Lord, when did you do that? When did we do that? We never saw you. And he replied, what you've done for the least of these, you have also done for me. If the church wants to stand, the greatest thing is not for you to be filming your social media caption. We get it, okay? It is for you to actually become the hands and feet that you were called to be. And this man is, I'm not going to speak against Trump, like I said, forget that. He set an executive order. Here is another idea, because let's face it, if there was help to be gotten that was long-term and effective, then they would not still be out in the street. Your YMCAs are overpacked. Your YWCAs are overpacked. Y'all give people a lunch, a cot, a pot, and you think that that's helping them. No, these people need to be rehabilitated, especially if they're drug addicted. They need help with mental illness, medicine, and Jesus, and they need somewhere to stay and somewhere to think so that they can go back into to these communities. Got $1 million temple in the middle of the hood. Where they do that at?
I want to know too, because damn, I gotta do this. I'm sorry. Yes, speak. You got it.
But I'm wrong.
No, you're not. Oh shoot.
No, it's okay. I'm just saying, to them, I'm public enemy number one. Who does she think she is? I'll tell you who I am. I'm a daughter of the Most High. I'm somebody who went through. That means that, and I also have a 6'2" black son. And if somebody thinks he's having an off day, they can grab him on the side, because that's what that executive order eventually can turn into, is that they can profile and case you. And I wish they would. I would be wearing orange, but we don't need to do that, because we can actually open up the doors of this church, recreate this church, and turn it into a facility that can actually help the homeless, okay, the mentally ill and the drug addicted. So that American Unicorn is an offering to get the glory back to God, the power back to the people, and to hold our government and governing bodies as well as our faith-based communities accountable, and for creatives to also advocate, because we do deserve more money. We do deserve equal pay. We do deserve opportunities. It's not fair that celebrities make $1 billion and teachers can't even get capped off at 100K, and they're watching your kids all day long, and you wonder why some of them are acting a fool. Well, because they were not granted the money or the permissions that you pay Taylor Swift to get up on the stage, when Taylor Swift had a third grade teacher like us all.
Ooh.
But never mind me.
I want you to go ahead. This is what people gotta know about. It's true. Yeah, he's speaking the truth. You know?
I mean, they don't like that, and I'm not popular, but I tell you what, if you're brave enough to pick it up, today, I got the PDF copy, and I did a Vero discount on my social media. It's a downloadable. I tell people how to copyright. I talk to them about trademark, patents. We talk about history, because these are things I didn't know. I was working for pennies, and people knew it, taking advantage. So I did some things. I was the first woman in U.S. history to use AI as a character in a book, a thought partner. I used it to breed my statistics, and instead of just using AI, I made AI, called the Digital Guardian, a character in a manifesto. I was the first person to do it. Ain't no glory coming my way, but I did it because some kid may pick up this book one day in the future and say, "Wow, I'm entitled to this. Wow, I can do this." And that was the whole point of American Unicorn. So yeah, that was the toughest book I've ever written in my life, I must say.
Wow. I mean, let me ask you something before we get into the social media and that. How did you come about after you put the book together and everything, and to see like the final product? And how did you get the feedback from people when they, that people contact you and say, "Hey, oh my God, this book is an eye opener"? Like, let's talk about that as well. Yeah.
So a paperback version of this book has not hit the hands of anyone. Right now, I'm the only one that has a teacher's copy. It's PDF downloadable. And there's a reason for that, because with the paperback copy, I want to be able to be at functions, at places that I can sell the book. So for a while, I had to hold that down as a secret. American Unicorn, I wanted it to be a slow release. It's the first book that I have like kind of slowed down its release. I've kind of slowed down. I did rollouts because I wanted people to be like, "What the heck is going on?" So I started campaigning for this book. I want to say January. I started using like the whole like AI digital like artwork, that kind of like in a satire way. And that's kind of been the brand for the book. I just now am getting to the point where I'm releasing it so that people can actually either pre-order or actually can download the PDF version right now. So I've, even before it's been released, it's gotten a lot of interviews. People want to know about it. And the more I get out there, they'll buy it. And even just with the little bit that they know, they're like, "I want to read this book. This book is crazy. This is awesome. Are you scared? Are you this?"
Yes.
Yeah. I get afraid, but so what?
Oh, man, awesome. Well, how did you feel? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. No, but how do you feel like to see your masterpiece, as they call it, to be what it is, and just the feeling itself, like it's being seen by people out there worldwide. Eventually, you said online, and also when you go to these events and that sort. Like, how do you feel? Like that's with that.
Honestly, I don't feel any way about it. I feel more because I haven't really this book. It's in its very infantile stages. It's completed, but like the promotion of this book,
Yes.
I'm just now like this whole half a year has been just more marketing. The book has been finished.
Okay.
I feel like it's going to be good, and I feel like it's going to be trouble, and I feel like I didn't write it. I feel like I wrote it, but I didn't write it. It was God given, and it's very audacious. Um, I prayed to God that when it does hit the pinnacle of people actually ingesting the information itself, and I'm going to gift you with a free copy tonight.
Thank you.
No, I appreciate you. I can't wait till it creates the buzz that it deserves, and then maybe I'll feel differently about it because I'll have something to defend. And I'm excited about that because, like you just said in the beginning, there's some truth that needs to be expounded on. And so this is a very, 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 I'm not just saying this, the book is very confrontational.
Ooh.
So I've had to prepare myself psychologically. And I wrote a book with a bunch of women last year, an anthology that had like 21 women. It was called Married to the Mission, God, Girls, in the American Church. And I got a lot of hatred. So that prepared me to write American Unicorn. And I don't expect to be liked very much by all the populars. But the people, I believe they're going to vibe to it and they're going to be like, well, she didn't lie. And yeah, we need to change that. And yeah, we're not getting paid enough. And yeah, let's do this, because like I said, I'm a solution person. It's not just about pointing stuff out all the time. I'm coming to you. I may not have the money to bring the vision forth, but I have a vision. Let's talk about it. It's a conversation piece. It's an ish starter, and it's definitely dangerous, but I don't care. I think I was born to express. My daddy's scared for me. He's like, Shadaria, they kill people for stuff like this. I said, yeah, I'm not going to die yet. Until God says it's my time, I ain't going there. I'm not, and I'm not backing down. It's a truth that I'm willing to stand on. And I believe that I'm doing something for this next generation. It ain't even about me. And when you get to that point, you don't really care about it. The other book I wrote more for me. This book right here, American Unicorn, this is the Lord's baby. So whatever he chooses to do with that, I just had to be willing to tell the truth. And it's deep. It's a doozy.
Definitely. And some people, like you said, right now it says still in the works, but when it officially is, let people know where if you have a website they could check it out or
absolutely. Right now, it is like I said, I did a special for your show tonight. So come to my page. My TikTok page is Ideas for the Stars. And right there in the link in the bio, it's going to get you to the Beacon site that I have. And the digital PDF downloadable, it is, I'm not going to tell you how much it is. I took a crazy discount for Vero G. So get the discounted version, click on it tonight, and then your handheld, it'll be released very, very soon. It's a surprise release, but the book is available for download right now. Come to my social media pages to get it. I'm only doing it exclusively on my social media pages. Instagram, Shadaria_Allison, and on TikTok, Ideas for the Stars.
Oh man, this is what I'm talking about, people. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. Oh, I love it. I'm just getting to it, but yeah.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Thank you. So let's talk about this second book right now that's up on the screen. It's called Closer Than Most, a country urban fairy tale. Now you take it away. Tell the people about it.
Woo, girl. I wish that this the one that I wish you had the questions for.
Well, we kind of change it up. So.
It's okay. Wow. So I'm trying to think. I'm gonna try to keep myself composed emotionally. Closer Than Most is a love fairy tale, and it is so many good things. It's something that I inspired by unrequited love. However, the story that came from it is absolutely majestic. It's God. This book is so and I'm not just saying this book is so special to me and other people. When they read it, I believe they'll feel the same. It is about finding love in unlikely places. It is about reintroducing love back into society. Everybody's hating each other these days. Like men don't like women no more. Women don't like men anymore. It's getting very weird outside as it pertains to relationships. So I found a way, and again, all praises due to God, to kind of weave in very majestic, mystical love between two unlikely individuals. And I have a lion in this movie that talks, and the lion's name is Judah. You have this city girl and this country guy, and their paths cross, and they end up falling in love with one another in a crazy way. And it has the most brilliant ending, and it is just the piece is absolutely personal to me on a personal level. It came stemmed from Unrequited Love. And if I could say, to be fair, this book was written in the spirit of what I felt deserved to happen. And it also is deeply spiritual. There's some parts in this love story that is extremely spiritual, that addresses child loss. It just has so many great components. And honestly, I'm going to speak this into existence. This is going to be one heck of a film. The book is written to be a movie. So I wouldn't be surprised. And the goal is, and I decree and declare it will be so, for somebody to pick it up and turn it into a movie. When I tell you it's just that good, and it's not, like I said, it's not me trying to like dust my shoulders. It is so deeply enriched with love and the things that we miss, that 90s vibe that we had when we were kids, and when it was actually cool for two people to like each other, and emotional. And it has climactic. It really is just a well-written fairy tale piece, and it's very personal to me because it involves, like I said, a situation that I feel like should have happened totally different, and it didn't. So like I spent so much time crying while writing this book because I'm a crybaby, super sensitive.
It's okay.
This book, like even now, like put in like because the book is done, but I'm an edit queen. Put in the finishing touches to this book. I still cry because I'm girl. I don't think the person who I wrote it for even understood that it touched me in that level. Ever since I was a little girl, my mom said, "You are so sensitive." And I used to love. Like when Selena came out, the movie Selena.
Oh my God. Stop. Don't do that to me. I watch it 30 times and I'll still watch it again. Yes. And I already know what's going to happen.
I've been a love junkie since I was a little girl. Like I cannot tell you how much I love love. And when I tell you this love story that I've written is very reminiscent of the feel of it, not the story itself, because it's so personal to a situation specific that it's not been done before. But the vibe that it is so relevant to what would revive love today. I believe that this book, which will be released in October. I'm so excited for this book. I hope that whatever I need to heal is healed in the success of this book, because it's personal. And like I said, I don't even think the person who inspired it would probably be shocked that I even felt that way. And it's tough when you're prophetic. When you're a visionary,
yes,
we can develop, not obsession, because nobody's crazy. We can develop. No, there's never that serious. That's why when they wanted to go, go. But the bottom line of the matter is, we can see, just like you were able to see my life and see that I had gone through something. When I saw that individual, I was like, hey, yo, it's looking like it's a husband, okay? Ooh. And we vibed for a minute, didn't work out. But for some reason, God gave me an idea. And the title itself, they don't even know this. The title itself came from something that they said to me. That was a low-key, a little bit of a diss. But yeah, they said, like, they were not dissing me. This person, and I would never uncover anybody. Gotcha. I asked him, I said, why do you let me in just enough? And then you push me away. And the individual said, you got closer the most. And I remember being very, very offended by the statement. But then I began to write, and God gave me this idea for a love story. And when I tell you, I have a playlist, okay, on Apple for this book soundtrack. I am so serious about this book here. This book is my favorite. It's my favorite more than American Unicorn. Even though I love American Unicorn, it's my best book. But this book right here is serious. I don't even know if I'll ever stop crying behind this book. This book is serious. It's a good book.
You're emotional.
It's a beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful piece. I believe in Close to the Most. It is an incredible piece of work. I must say that.
Definitely. I wanna okay, let me put the one more time the book, this cover itself. And you say it will be out by October this year.
Yes, ma'am. And it won't be this exact cover, but that's the cover that I laid out. That I told this is how I want it to look. I'll design my own cover, but it will have those same aesthetics because there is symbolism in the sunflower, in the fields. There's a bigger than life majestic lion in it by the name of Judah. There's two people, Dr. Nia Mays and Zach, and it is a crazy love story that is the cutest thing, and it has the greatest ending, spoiler alert, because this culture needs more than anything else. After we confront what's wrong with it, we need to heal and we need to love again. And when I tell you this book, honey, again, I still cry writing, like editing this book. This book is different. It's a beautiful story.
Oh man! But when it gets to October, let us know. We'd love to have you back and talk more about it.
Oh, wow.
When it gets officially out, and people could definitely support it, download it, or be on Amazon. There's many where the outlets will be available to be published.
That one's definitely gonna have paperback and downloadable, and I'm gonna be working with Barnes and Nobles about a book signing because that book right there, like I said, and don't be scared. You can at least ask me one question. I don't care what you ask. That book right there is going to heal the lovers that feel like they don't have a place in this world that has obviously forgotten what love is. This world is in need of love again. And Closer Than Most is just the cutest book. I love it. I think people are going to love that book.
Oh, man. I mean, like I said, it's a possibility of being now, from book to film. That's listen, I'm hearing what you're telling me. So like this manifestation.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a movie. We pushing that definitely. It's movie worthy. When I was writing, I was like, this is more cinematic than I think. Better for a book. I think it would be received more like J.K. Rowling. You see, she came in her car, she's writing, and then Harry Potter is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it has that ability. It's a story that's so relatable and potent that it almost has to become a movie, and people would enjoy that movie for the rest of all time. I'm not just saying it. That book is incredible. It's a really good book. I wrote it from the heart, so yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm already like excited, like like a little candy store. Like, come on.
Yes, and we'll give it to you too, because I would just love for you to review it because it's when I tell you, girl, like I said, I don't even know, and I don't even know. You know how you know when you healed with that book, and you would think this dude did me so dirty. It's not even that he. Let me say this to you: the young men who forever remain nameless.
Yes,
correct. We don't uncover. He didn't even do me dirty. I'm disappointed at the outcome. When it comes down to love, interest, anything like that, the beautiful thing and the most hurtful thing is you can't make nobody love you. You can't make anyone see what you see. You can only be who you are and let them be who they are and see what that works out for them. Even if, we had so much similarities. It was crazy. I think the boy probably just misunderstood. But the bottom line of the matter is that's his choice. That was his choice to make. Love is a choice. And you don't get to take people's choices away from them. But here's what you do. When you are in trauma, when you are in pain, again, therapy, the Lord, and creative works, and it heals you in ways that you just don't understand. So now whatever did not happen for me is immortalized through these characters, and it's an amazing story.
Oh man, I'm excited. Just the way you said it, I was like, yeah, I just wait to get up.
It's gonna be great. I can't wait to get you that copy too.
Oh yes. I'm like, yeah, I'm like a king candy soda. It's good.
I can't
Oh,
wait.
no, you're good. You're good.
Thank
So
you.
prior to these amazing books, one is already out called American Unicorn, forgive me, and this will be coming out in October as well. Closer than, make sure I get it right one more time.
Close to
Closer
the most.
than most. Okay, right, sure. Okay.
Urban country
Um,
fairy to this man.
no, it's okay. So prior to that, what other coming projects you got going on as well for this year and also for next year?
That's such a great question. For the first time in history, because usually I'm a publisher, so I've published. I used to work for other authors publishing their books, and I'm gonna open up the stage to taking clients again because I had completely shut it down. My plans are simple. For the next couple of years, I'll write books the rest of my life, but these two books, promoting them, and especially with American Unicorn. Um, I I want that on Trump desk. I want to smoke with Trump in a good way. I have no beef with you, guy. Okay, I just want
I just
Trump is hilarious to me. Okay, he's scary. He's clearly we're in danger. Okay, somebody help. But the bottom line, he's
that is
funny.
true.
The man is hilarious. I'm sorry. I want that idea because it's not my idea. It's God's idea in front of him. You don't always have to punish to prove that you're a leader. You don't have to be so heavy-handed. Again, I told someone else I was interviewed with the other day, I said the solution is always within the problem. The real estate in your community of churches is incredibly large. You can house, rehabilitate people, just repurposing the church. I want that idea presented before him. I will advocate with that to my last breath. And getting closer to most out. I want to see, I've written so many books, published so many books, worked with so many people. My next project is to make sure that these books get received and ingested because everybody has a book. I have a purpose behind these books. So I don't want to just be the one that after writing so many books, if it doesn't have a purpose, what is it for? We live in such a techno world. So
Yes.
I'm appealing to the change of hearts and the change of society. And I'm going to push these two books with everything I got and the results of those, not just because I want to sell out, but because I want to help our country and I want to help other people.
I love that. Well, Sam, we got a few comments. Let's see what we got here. Same person, I think it's D Gallery. Am I getting it right? Okay.
Whoever the gallery is, shout out to you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we should have more people tuning in, so I'm like, give them more time. But they said they just bought it. My American Unicorn Digital. Yes.
Thank you. God bless you.
You're welcome. They said, oh my God, same here. I was trying to figure out what they were talking about, but okay.
Look, whoever the gallery is, God bless.
That's a phenomenal
so
title.
much.
Can't wait to read that. Super excited. Oh, you got a new friend now. Okay.
Listen, the gallery, give them my information, my email, my something, because I want to shout them out. Thank you so much.
All right, so the gallery, if you're watching live, she's here live right now.
Yes, Shadaria, Allison.
Yeah.
Wherever you got it from, probably the Beacon site. Should have shot me a automatic email. I'll find you and I'll email you. I want to shout you out. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that.
Awesome. No, that's how we do here.
Thank you for having me. You are amazing. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're welcome. Well, we got more to talk. Now. No, don't leave yet.
Okay. Okay.
You're good. So now you mentioned earlier something you said you were going to talk about it later on in the show, but let's talk about it. You see something about the mission, and then you also in the book you see something about oppression. Now let's talk about those things. Okay, you said there's a lot of things you want to discuss about that's happening in our society as well. So you're more open to talk about that right now.
Yes, Married to the Mission is I used to be married and I got a divorce, and it came about after I got divorced. I said, I'm not going to get married no more. I'm just going to marry the mission. And it stuck. I was talking to a friend of mine. And so at first I used to advocate for, again, the homeless, the mentally ill, and the drug addicted individuals in a city called Birmingham. And my goal was to write Married to the Mission books for every city, for every state in this country. And so I wrote Birmingham, I wrote New York. I was starting on Los Angeles, and then God gave me the idea for American Unicorn. Married to the Mission is a coalition of women we used to start in my living room, go downtown, give homeless stuff. I don't believe in recording homeless giveaways and stuff, so I didn't do a whole bunch of that.
Right.
But I did meetings where people would come in and inspire and pray for women. It was almost like in-house church service in a way, because we talked about God. We helped women who were victims of their kids being killed in shootings, because Birmingham was making first 48 all the time.
Oh my God.
I was actually a part of a campaign for Mayor Randall Woodfin in Birmingham, who is now doing his third term, and it was an amazing campaign. And so I was actually hoping to get this building called Caraway Hospital as a means, because we had like so many homeless people downtown, and we had nowhere to put them. Like I said, our YMCA's were full, but in the South, there's churches everywhere. But I didn't consider the church; I considered that hospital. So then I ended up leaving Birmingham. I had the book signed. It was a pretty book signing. And then as it pertains to just state to state, I went back home to New York. I wrote one for New York called Married to the Vision, New York City, The Bride of America at the Final Trump. And that's when I first addressed Trump in 2019 about creating, space for the homeless, mentally ill, and drug addicted individuals. This is before he was in office officially, and also before he passed this executive order this year. So I campaigned as if I was running for a position for Married to the Vision. So at that regard, I really had a heart for this. I remember singing at the Apollo and coming off stage at 13 and seeing a homeless person and asking my daddy for $1 to give to this person. And I told my daddy, this is what I want to do. So even though I was a creative, my heart was pricked for the oppressed as a child. So Married to the Mission, I've been writing those books since 2015. And I came out with Married to the Mission recently. Last year, a 21 women anthology and one male, my son, came together it was called God, Girls, in the American Church. And basically, we all wrote solutions for systems that needed to be reformed, anything from healthcare to the industry. Of course, I wrote about my what I talk about American Unicorn, wanting to see, the churches reformed. And it was just all kind of topics, and the church, we talked about the church. And then the next year, everything we talked about ended up showing up in society. But I didn't push that book. Now I had all the women sign NDAs, and I signed an NDA, so I respect people's privacy. But I will say this, I endured lots of harassment, lots of gang stalking, lots of social isolation. People humiliated me because I brought women together to talk about the causes. I think a lot of people misunderstood me, thought that I was trying to diss the church or, making me out to be somebody's heathen. Let me tell you something. I'm worse than that. I'm a sinner. I'm his kid. But I had no intention on messing with the church. I have an intention on repurposing. His will is what his will is in the word of God. I'm not fighting with you. This is what he said. So it ostracized me from the public for like a year. I went into isolation because I was very, very traumatized by the warfare that came from that project. And that's when American Unicorn was born. And God was like, well, here's a shortcut. You introduce this idea as a whole, and then you let me do the rest. And so I said, well, with the last breath I got, I'll write. The American Mission will still stay a coalition. And when the women come, we're going to get it. But me, I'm going to go ahead and go forth and do what I said I was going to do. And so that's how that was born. But I've been writing books forever about how to take care of the homeless, mentally ill, and drug addicted individuals for years. This is what I've been doing. And the shadows just didn't get popular by it.
That is amazing. And I commend you again, because the thing about strength, you have a lot of strength, a lot of courage. And like I said, you're going through a lot, but then to see that you utilize the time you have to help others out of this misfortune or going through certain situations in their own life, and you will sacrifice what you have to give them something. Even like how some people are like, oh, I want to have a Bugatti, I want to have a mansion. We live in a lifestyle where that's here and that's going to second. I think it's great that what you're doing, you live your life day to day, and you're about giving the word of God, but also using his word of God in goodness, and also to help people around the way to know that God does exist through different people in different situations and the form of people. So in a way, is what you're doing is enlightenment to yourself, but also around other people around you that are going to be touched by what you're doing. And I'm not sure. Have you got some recognition, an award or a plaque for the work you've been doing? Have you ever been getting that yet, or is I do see? Yeah, I'm just.
I think here's what I've gotten. I've been recognized. United Way did nominate me one year at the Ignite Awards, and I didn't win. I think I've been, like I said, I get a lot of recognition. You could Google me. People get excited about a good idea, right? But again, the ball gets dropped when you actually have to point in the direction of a person. I think it's because I used to get offended by it, but now I feel like it's a strategy of God. Certain things you might want to stay a secret until he's ready to reveal you. The person that I was when I started it was not ready for the smoke that I would endure now. Right now, I want the smoke. Don't play with me about my purpose, because it's not mine, it's for him. Back then, I was more comfortable with somebody saying, oh, good job. Now I don't care. I'm not doing what I'm doing for myself, because if I was doing what I was doing for myself, I wouldn't be doing this. It hasn't been lucrative. In fact, I've spent more money than I've made. But because I have his gift to make things look better than they are, people assume that I'm some kind of rich woman. And I'm not saying I won't be. I'm just saying that this ain't the work that's gotten me rich. It's gotten me attention. I'm over attention. I want to find the crowd that's willing to say, I want to stand behind this, because eventually that executive order will affect you, or affect your kid or your cousin who they might feel like is mentally ill, or they look suspicious. So they went from shooting people down in the street to actually say, we'll just throw you in prison because you look like you got an attitude. So before we got to go there, why not just get with somebody who really wants to do it? I have no reason to seek fame. Like I said, I've been around celebrities, and money it's going to come and it's going to go. It's an answer. It's not a source. He's my source. I'm not the most religious. Like I told you, I'm going to listen to Jeezy. I'm going to listen to T.I. I'm going to listen to Pac.
Yes.
I'm a human. But when it comes down to Jesus, Yeshua, who he was an activist. He was not just this religious figure. Him being God in the flesh, he came to run a governmental system. He didn't just come to bring y'all to church. He came to be a governmental force in the world. It's a dangerous thing. So I didn't expect a whole lot of women to show up. They show up when it's cute. But when it came down to the smoke about what was required, I took it all. And I understand it, because it was the vision he gave me. And like I said, my plans is to find the women or the men that are willing to do the work of getting this at least proposed. It started with a book. It'll end with his will. And I'm just going to trust God and hard work.
Amen. Again, you're amazing. And it's rare to find people like yourself that just genuinely do what you do because you love what you're doing. And the reason why I said that was not to be like not offended, was just to see that your work is being seen, and just to give you your flowers, as they call it. That's you're welcome. And then, like I said, I know, trust me, from firsthand the struggle. I got stories. I've been homeless. I've been pregnant. I've seen it all. So I know firsthand some of the situations you mentioned, and homelessness is another big factor of mine too, because down here, I'm in New York City, and it's crazy down here. As you know, 34th Street alone by Penn Station, it's people literally across from the same area, and you get a train station.
Right.
The whole block is full of families in the streets with a cardboard box, what you want to call it. And I'm like, I can't get into politics, but it's just sad that we live in a society where people are not helping people. Yeah. And it's
I wrote about that. I wrote about New York City. I wrote about that station in particular. Because I was working in the Empire State Building, and I'm like, y'all are frisking innocent children, but y'all can't find anywhere. I'm watching homeless people sleep on stairs. Like you said, families are homeless, displaced. You're waiting on a waiting list.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm on a lottery waiting list for somewhere to live, but y'all got billions to send to have demeasuring contests about country to country. We're out of order, at the end of the day. So yes, you're right. Like, yeah, I'm from New York too. I was in Brooklyn, East New York, EBC when 9/11 happened.
Oh
Had
my
to
God.
walk home, That's why I said, yes, I don't do it just for me. Because like I said, it has not been lucrative. These are the things that I have ADHD and anxiety. I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to used to have to use whatever I needed to use just to have my mind straight. I know what it's like to have era in your life where you just want to be a little thought pocket because you're looking for love. I've been there. So there's no reward. There's only, hey, please don't do what I did in government, in church, while you're at it, saying that you're for the people. Let's get to it. Let's just do what we need to do for the people. It has nothing to do with race. My mom's half white, got Brazilians in my family, white people in my family. It now becomes, yes, indigenous have been mistreated, reparations are needed. I ain't saving the world completely. Let's just start off with where you put your executive order at. You already know that impoverished communities are where the black, Hispanics, and those of
Yes.
indigenous are. So you're giving us slick way racism. While you're at it, let's deal with the black church that makes $1 million in the hood and everybody's poor around it, but we need to tithe our 10%. What's wrong with petition? I'm about solutions, and people don't want solutions because systemic poverty is profitable for those in power. And it's going to take the same energy to fight against it. And I do not fight. However, two reasons you'll get smoke from me. Once again, the Lord and my son. And it could easily be him at 6'2", black male with locks in his hair, about to get a degree. And I'll wear orange for him proudly if you did it. But before we go there, let's go ahead and just listen to the public. Y'all do it for everything else. Y'all done made sayings famous. We done made people famous for shaking they do a certain way in front of the camera.
I've seen it all.
If I wanted the money, plus size girls are in. I could do it OnlyFans. I'm trying to get solutions out here, and that's it. I never expected a lot of medals because I know people, like I said, poverty, war, systemic oppression is profitable for those in power. So the only thing that they want to do is shut you up. Unfortunately, I belong to God and you can't do that. So I may not win your popularity contest, but Tupac said it like this. He said, I may not be the one that's going to change the world, but I can guarantee I'll be the one that'll spark the mind of the one who will. And so in that spirit, it may not be me. Who knows? Maybe it will. But my son will run with it at 21, or his kid can run with it. As the wheels turn and this country and this world gets bigger or smaller, the solution is still going to be inside of the problem. And we've got the power to fix it if we just care. That's all.
True. Very true. Wow. Woof, we got some good stuff today. You're welcome, my love. Okay, so D contact, he said his name is D Picasso.
Oh, that's the beautiful young. Let me tell you something. If that's what I think that is, this young lady is an amazing human being. She's such a talented videographer and creative. And I'm telling you, I met her on social media as well. Since her out of book, she's just beautiful. Her spirit is gorgeous, and she's so sweet. She would need to do another thing, and I absolutely love her. But I'm gonna have something special for her. So sweet for her to even tune in. But I thank God for people like that. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't claim to be famous. A lot of people think I am, but if I could just touch one, I believe she'll be the one to run with it. People that'll come after her, she's a creative. It's powerful just to be here. Harriet Tubman thought she was just helping people get free. She didn't know she was going down in history.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing. Some of us are just called upon to do it. And I just feel like one that was called upon to do it.
Amen. And we got just to continue what you were saying, but a friend of mine, Vinny, big shout out to him. He's watching, tuning in. I don't know that's Canada. I was trying to figure out what that flag there. I know it's America, but
looks like a unicorn, but I don't know what that is.
That's what I did. I was like trying to figure out what.
Woo, woo, woo. Thank you, though, Vinny, for the love.
Okay. I was like just trying to figure what was that. I was like, that's a new place I didn't know about. Okay.
That's pretty awesome. Thank you.
Lovely. You see, you love today. Everybody show love to the so my
Thank y'all so much. I can't
That,
wait to replay it. It's such a
you already know.
thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're gonna be cracking them in the beginning when you see the arm. Like,
I'm looking for
yeah, no, forgive me. It was a person I was like trying to get something. I was like, I was trying to be cool, but I was like, move your
Girl, that's what's up. Thank you. We needed the comedic relief, girl, because I thought I was gonna cry, but I did good. Thank
No,
you.
but you did. You're holding it well. You're doing good.
Thank you.
I'm like
you
Oprah, but then I'm almost like a comedian with this, so it's like a both.
you when I tell you you called for this, you are absolutely in your bag.
Thank
You are, and we need books from you too, girl. So we need to talk because you have overcome a lot, and you are healing people, and you could be using that gift for anything, but you've definitely chosen to do God's work, and I pray that you're blessed and that your platform reaches the nations and that you do very well. Because I'm telling you, I've enjoyed myself. And I'm like I said, I was pretty laid back. I'm so glad to be in an environment where I could just be Shadaria because
be
people,
yourself.
yeah, I want to because like when people say, "Well, you're a doctor," I'm like, "Girl, it's a boosie."
Oh,
I'm human.
No,
Thank
definitely.
you.
You're very welcome, and I just appreciate you just having amazing people like yourself come on here and just speak your mind. And here is no filter. Like you go curse, you could say so much. Because remember, we're not like on FCC. You don't have like radio. Like we're not technically with them. Thank God. I was on AM station before, but even though we had to get a few fines because my mouth was a little raunchy, so I had to cut that down a little bit. Yeah. You already know. Yeah, we speak in different types of tones in New York.
The people they like they be like, "You're a woman for God," and they see me get mad, they be like, "Hey yo, we didn't know. I'm from Brooklyn, baby. Don't pick me off. I'm from Brooklyn. Don't pick me off."
Like 0 to 100. There we go.
Immediately. Smoke and pressure applied. Immediately.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, so true. So true. They said she commented, I believe she said a generational run, love that. Yes.
That's right, baby. I expect women like her to run with it too. She's such a sweetheart.
Definitely. So my question to you is what are you in, let's say within the next 5 years, right? What is your plan, your end game, as they say, in the amazing work you do in the community, your amazing publications? What else that you want to tap into within the next 5 years?
The next 5 years, my plan is to see, like I said, I want to be on Trump desk with this plan. I want to see that plan up and running so that these people who they deem are such a threat to society are getting the help that they need, that churches will quit being offended and just actually think it's a good idea. You might get some more money because you need grant money. Anyway, so to see Married to the Mission as it pertains to that idea being implemented, as well as my all-time dream, aside from doing the Lord's work and being the best mom, is I love stars. I believe that I want to have like some kind of talent agency. I want to get into like, film and really, select talent, scout talent. I hope that I'm a New York Times bestselling author. If God sees fit for me to find love and love to find me, I would like to be somewhere private, helping the world anonymously and in love somewhere, and helping other people. That's it.
I love that. I love it because, like I said, we all tend to just go through so much, but I think at the end of the day, as long as you healed and the one thing is being you giving love, but then the receiving the love is just the best feeling. I'm telling you, and I'm not gonna get too much personal in my life, but I'll tell you, it's 1 or 2 people that really done that, and that moment when you like look back in life, like, damn, shoulda, woulda, coulda, it's that moment like. Get that same kind of love back.
Right.
It's like everlasting love, but like, damn, what happened?
Right, it could have been. And I'm gonna tell you, girl, can we just be girls for 2 seconds?
Go ahead. Listen, go ahead.
I have been married. I have been divorced. I have had what society would say is a hoe phase.
Right.
I just turned 39 2 days ago. So
happy birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you, my love. So I've gone through some things. So if I seen a man and time stopped for me, and yes, was he fine? Absolutely. But I've never been in a situation where I saw a soul of a person and it felt like a mirror. I've never gone through that. I've been infatuated with men before. When I saw that man, I said, who is this? And I didn't even say hello to him until I lost 40 pounds before I even said hi to him. Wow. Because I was able to see the king in him at the first glance. And I've never had that happen. So I was genuinely disappointed. I'm a passionate individual. Like I said, I stalk nobody. I'm not that obsessed. You got one time to make me feel like you're not interested. Yeah, dilly dally. So at first, I don't care. I could be that's that Brooke one. Okay, that's that Brooke. I could love you down. Yeah. But you got one time to make me feel like I'm bothering you.
I'm done. I can't.
So I pray for him, and I be like, God, why would you play that trick on me? But we don't know what the future holds. But like I said, like you just said, I want to be able to receive back every relationship I've ever been in. I've been extremely generous with the love, because when you love God, that love is in you. That's an energy He gives you. So I know if I don't know how to do nothing, I know how to love. But everybody doesn't want that. Everybody's not ready for that. And so I would love to know for once in my life where there's a mutual thirst, a mutual interest. I'm not giving more than I'm getting. And somebody that don't play about me, that knows what love and loyalty in God means. And I would be so happy to experience that one time. But if not, then I'll be with the love of my life, Christ in heaven somewhere. I don't know. But I want real love before I get up out of here. That would be cool.
Listen, people, you heard first here. Listen, it's not a dating game, but listen, opportunity hits, let her know, man.
Right.
Let me know if love connection here. Yeah, right.
I wanted that one. You got that. You seen that little meme? Like the little boy, he caught the fish. He's like, I want this fish. And the guy's like, no, you can't have it. He's like, no, I want this one. And baby, I wanted that one, honey.
Exactly.
I wanted that one. You got to be serious if you got a novel about it, man, okay?
Ooh. But
I said, it is what it is.
Yes,
so, and then Tiana stole Aaron Pierre from me, so now,
Ooh, and he is hot. I ain't gonna front. He got some beautiful eyes.
Girl. And I'm a sucker for that. The dude that
Same here.
Green eyes. You got some green eyes. We gotta talk. We have to talk. I need to know why you're perfect. So let's talk about it.
Oof. Oh my God.
Like a red bone with
hot in here right now.
Yeah, we got it, girl. I love I love in all shades. But if I see something fine with some green eyes, I just want to understand, Lord, why he knows you like that. Aaron's so sweet, like he's humble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so gorgeous. I'm like, you that fine and you sweet.
It's rare to find that.
Because I'm telling you, the dudes with the green eyes, they usually be like, I don't know why. Excuse my French, hell on wheels. They be so fine, but then they be like, I'm like, don't act like that. Don't be bougie.
Exactly. You're like, come on, man. I got stories too, but I don't want to give myself away right now. One of my people in the past might be watching, so I gotta be careful how I say.
Because they gonna remember your number. They gonna be like, I seen you was talking about me. Me on the other hand, I want him to be watching. Yeah, find out. Okay.
Oh, you're right. No, I love it. Do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Absolutely. First of all, that beautiful woman there. Thank you, the Picasso. Follow her on every social media ever. Second of all, I love me some Jesus, big Jesus fan. Okay, love him. I'm definitely not a stuck-up Christian. Don't come looking for it over here. I don't even go to church, but I love me some Yeshua HaMashiach. Okay, that's my boo. My son, Corinne Nakai Franklin, and if you touch him again, I will wear orange. I had him when I was 17 years old, and I love him to life. He's making me proud. He will graduate college in May. So I love him. Shout out to anybody who's ever supported me. And you, Vero, thank you for allowing me to come here, for sharing your platform, and anybody who watched tonight. I pray God blesses you and inspires you to go do what he's called you to do. Nothing's too big or small. They thought Noah was crazy until the flood came and all of them died, and he did not. So please get busy about what you need to be doing for God. So that's it. And thank you for anybody that bought a copy of American Unicorn. I hope you enjoy.
Yes, definitely. We got a few more people up here right now watching. We got Real Lyrics. Big shout out to you. He said, "Hey, two beautiful ladies. Hello there." See, I'm telling you, they watching. They watching. Theo, there's our wrong person. The Gallery says, "Love the energy in this interview. Such a great host. Thank you."
Isn't she the best host?
Thank
you know, people. It's because you get that healer energy. You already know. You're just such an amazing person. Like you're a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate you. Hearts. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And really, he's laughing about what we saw earlier about the guy and that. He's laughing out.
Yeah, man. These dudes, they be breaking their hearts, especially the green-eyed ones.
Listen.
My heart got broke by
the green-eyed guy, you know who you is if you're watching me on Facebook.
you know who you is.
Yes, I'm not gonna mention no names.
No names, but you know who you is. Look, about 5 exes gonna be like, so you was talking about me? Chill. I wasn't talking about you.
Why should I get a DM or you call that a inbox messenger? I'm like, oh.
Right. Wasn't even talking about you.
Oh my God. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Yes. First of all, I usually don't like people to find me at all. But I'm just joking. That's the introvert in me. But absolutely, please. I'm off of Facebook. Facebook is done. We're not going to see each other for a good long time. But AmericanUnicorn.co is my website. You can follow me. My favorite platform is TikTok. I love me the tick of the talk. And it's Ideas for the Stars. And then on Instagram at Shadaria_Allison. And I get too many inboxes, so if I do not respond quickly, please don't charge. I'm my own everything. When you work for yourself, you everything. The secretary, the responder, you know. So I'm telling you, I don't have a huge team for me communication-wise, but you're always able to hit me up, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay.
Awesome. And then one more time, I'm going to show the books right now. The first one is American Unicorn. Tell them one more time where they could definitely support and check that book out.
You can go to mine, and then this is free marketing skill right here, y'all. You want to get your followers up, make it available on your social media platforms so they can press follow and they can download your book. So you go to my TikTok and get it, and you can go to my Instagram and get it. Click the link in my bio, and you can download it right there. It's going to come to you right then.
Yes, and then this book is coming out, guys, in October. It's called Closer Than Most. She explained earlier in the show. If you have missed it, just replay it on YouTube. It's an amazing book coming out, of course, in October. We'll talk more about it. We shall hopefully come back on here and discuss the amazing. But we already talking about it right now, but we're introducing it next time.
That's right. That's when I'm healed, when I'm over it, girl.
You're right now.
I'll be okay.
Definitely, Vero. I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate your time and just amazing what you're doing, and continue just God's calling what you're doing with the community and helping people, and just, excuse my French, fuck the haters. Focus on what you're doing, and God sees all in good. So just continue what you're doing.
Bless you, and thank you for having me. And like I said, baby, I will be dropping you your free copy. Thank you for everything that you do. And we're going to be talking, because all this work you done did, we need books from you too. So let's get it.
Ooh, no, I got a few actually. I'll talk privately. Yeah, I'll hit you up after.
Then send me the message. Send me the video. So I can go support. Send me the video.
I appreciate it. Oh my God. We'll talk it after the show.
Okay, yeah.
Definitely, but thank you so much again. You are amazing, and just continue on what you're doing.
Thank you. God bless you. I love y'all so much. And I got to call my child because he hit me up like, what are you doing? But I appreciate everybody. Please follow this woman. And I can't wait to come back again because I will be back if you would have me. And again, anybody who watched tonight got a special offer just for Vero because she's amazing. And I love you all and God bless you.
So much. Until then, guys, we'll take a quick break. But as again, our amazing guest for tonight is Miss the only Dr. I'm gonna make sure I get it right. Shiara.
Okay. Take your time, girl. It's all them syllables. It's Shadaria, but it's okay.
Shadaria Allison. Yes, I'm working on it. We got it.
Thank you. You such an angel. Thank you.
You already know.
Thank
you so much. Take care.
Bye bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Awesome, guys. That was amazing. Big shout out to our amazing guest for tonight, Dr. Allison. I'm going to just keep it like this. Dr. Allison. So, guys, we're going to take a quick break on here. We're going to play a music break right now. Big shout out to Real Lyrics. We're going to play actually his song right now called No Hope, featuring myself, Vero G, on the song. And then we're going to play my song called Rompe Mi Corazón. And then we're going to play my boy Samuel Leon's song called Alien. I believe featuring this is another artist in that song. Another artist in that. Give me 1 second, guys. Another artist on the video is called Alien. Is artist Samuel Leon featuring Kashi, forgive me, this wrong guy. All right, so with that guy said, we'll be right back. You're watching the Vero G Spotlight Radio Show with your host, Vero G. I'm loving this, man. Just having a great time in her show. You know how we do here each and every week. And then some. So also, guys, if you'd like to be a guest on this show, I have openings available now for this month of September. Hit me up on my social media, my Facebook. If you have me on Facebook, also on my Instagram, which is @officialVeroG. So with that said, we're going to take a quick music break here on the show. And I already told you the songs we're going to play. And we'll be right back. We got more to talk about on the show here and all that's in them. We'll be right back.
No, change. Violence every day. What can I say? No change. Hard to do. His praise to make it through.
They say church is a safe place. What about them 4 girls? Got the light taking the way in Alabama church. I look at the world different while we walking through it. Visitors taking pictures at big buildings that got your liberty. Don't know nothing about the history about this crooked land. The beast is still watching. We never been free. Fuck praying to the Lord. We in the worst time. Can't you hear any niggas rhyme? Always killing all the time. Another body getting stuff in the box like it's holiday Christmas. Sinners pass and look around like it's New Year. Jehovah passing watchtowers, preaching. Say the world is going to be in the better place, like it's paradise. But my eyes don't see what your eyes, my eyes see hell.
No change. Violence every day. What can I say? No change. Hard to do. His praise to make it through.
The angel of death was flying around. Old folks home when they cross, singing to the Lord. Wanna make it home safe on these empty streets. When they Houston lied to us and say the kids is the future. Where's that? All them 80 babies killing us. Where brighter days they talking about? All I see is hearses. Going to graveyard reason not to be brainwashed. And there's no hope in the youngster. Wanna be gangster, raised up and in the broken family. So you got no choice to walk on my automatic weapon to survive in this hopeless world.
No, no change. Violence every day. What can I say? No, no change.
Streams live from the planet Leon.
Uh-oh, I'm an alien. 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 Uh-oh, I'm an alien.
All in your space age bugs. No astronomical earthling astronaut can hang with us. The protozoans I spit out so by foreign unicellular. Outstanding atmosphere on a different type of nebula. Rock a boost on a pedestal. Outer space Victorian. Stepping on the province with a team full of Kryptonians. Everything's a matrix. I'm so shaded. Cool as Morpheus. Break my alienated nations. Custom Singaporean. Cause the universe is my option. And it flows so catastrophic. And I use my knowledge cause my logic brain eukaryotic. My characteristic artistic level is quite platonic. Ironic. Never duplicated so you cannot mock it. And my laser parallax. Take it up to a stereo flights. Let me in your mind so you can see my Nova arrow lights. Go flame the core. I'm a star in the war and yes this is my turf. And when I landed on this planet all the humans held blood on earth. I'm an alien.
Hey guys, welcome back. You're watching us live here. We're on here on YouTube right now, seeing live, also on Facebook here, and also on Twitch. If you guys would like to comment, the chat's open now. You have any feedback or anything on the show you want to talk about, we have a lot to talk about on the show as well. You're more than welcome to do so as well. Big shout out to our guest for tonight, Dr. Allison. The first name is hard for me, so Miss Allison. Thank you for coming in. Amazing person. Definitely go support her 2 books. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But actually, we'll present one more time. You can check out her new book. It's out now called American Unicorn, The Hidden Power of the Creative Mind. She said it's available for download. I believe PDF file download. And I think it's available, I think, on her site as well. But if anything, you could just contact her. Just contact me and I'll send her the information with the link or where you go support her book. It's available as we speak. Also, her next book, which will be coming out in October, is called Closer Than Most. And we'd love to have her back on here to talk more about it. We should already get like a synopsis, they call it. But we'll discuss it more next time. She'll be back here to when the book gets on October. So I'll keep you guys posted on that as we speak. So back in that, we are done with music break. Big shout out to the artists we played this week on the show. Of course, big shout out to Real Lyrics. Myself, the song called Hope. No Hope is out now on digital platforms. Go support that. The second one was my song called Rompe Mi Corazón. It's available at all digital platforms. So please go support that. If you haven't a chance to, please do. We can. And also artist Samuel Leon featuring Cashy. That song we just played last week called Alien. So definitely support, all these amazing artists and all the talent we have each week on the show and all that's said and done. Also, like I said again, we also have openings now. If you'd like to be a guest on here, on the show here, you're more than welcome to contact me on my social media, my inbox. Well, my inbox. My inbox is there. My Instagram, I meant to say, is @official Vero G. You guys can follow me there, and I will follow you back. And if you want to be a guest on here, you're more than welcome to do so on here on the show. Prior to that, you have me on Facebook. You can hit me there as well. Prior to that, yes, also we're going to add on here on announcements, but I'll say it here. We are looking right now for submissions for the October issue, which I'm working on now. So with that in mind, if you are looking to be featured on the magazine or be in the cover for both, or you want to be an ad placement on the magazine, you're more than welcome to contact me to figure out more information, on how to be on the October issue of the magazine as we speak. So you already know. And again, one more time, guys, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, you know where to find me at. If you don't, I just showed to you where you can find me and follow, and I will gladly give you the details on all that said and done and take it from there, as I say. All right, so now we're going to change up the show a little bit, and we are going to do back to, how we usually do the show here. We're going to do now the interesting part of the show, the breaking news. You know how we get crazy here sometimes, and we give you some interesting stuff happening locally and also worldwide in this segment. So with that in mind, we are going to go into, I'm sorry, my phone is just getting notes right now. With that said, we're getting right into breaking news, and that's how we start. Let's take it away. Yes, breaking news, people. We give you the latest scoop on real.time, as they call it, right? Yes, it is. All right, so with that in mind, let's get right into the first breaking news on the show here. This gets interesting by the minute. All right, so you guys already know, sorry for the quality of the picture should be a little better. But as you guys know, this had just happened this week or so. The West Indian Parade that happened, every year they do it annually, celebrating the amazing culture of the Caribbean. A mix of beautiful cultures, some Trinidad and Tobago, for the West Indies, the list goes on, beautiful, beautiful culture, and they celebrate with their pride. You see that they have beautiful, the clothing, they have what they call it, the clothing, what I'm talking about, right? People just get started here. They wear the beautiful attire here. They have costumes, they have different types of things that represent their islands, and it's just beautiful to celebrate. Now, many years I got the chance to experience this as a child. Now, this is a long time ago now. I'm not going to say my age. But for that matter, it was a beautiful experience. I'm not going to lie. I saw everybody having a great time drinking. They have the food there is authentic. You want authentic island food, okay? You got to go there on that side of the parade because they have some really good stuff there. I go front, really great good stuff. All right, so with that said, forgive me. Of course, everything good comes into a situation of bad. Now, unfortunately, I remember this vividly as a child. Luckily, we went gracefully. I don't want to say the right words here, but I think we were, by the grace of God, we were able to get out there safely because there was a shooting. Now, unfortunately, after that time, even prior to my time being there, unfortunately, the West Indian Parade is known for its beautiful culture, its beautiful food, its beautiful experience of people celebrating the culture, and they're people. But the thing about it is, of course, unfortunately, there's a downside to it. And unfortunately, every other year, which I notice now, is always a shooting. There's always something bad happening. And we notice they're always opening up the police control there each and every year to have more security in that source. But unfortunately, it's unfortunate how this happens. Now, again, if you want, the chat is open. If you have any input on this as well, you're more welcome to do so on this breaking news situation right now as we speak. So with that in mind, I have some notes for you guys. I want to talk about what happened recently on this year's West Indian Day Parade shooting that happened just like I think a couple of days. It always happens around the time. Forgive me. It says around the time around right before. I remember this because every time school year starts. So this is why I remember. I'm like, okay, it is around the same time that school starts, and then this happens. So you already know. So with that in mind, let me get my notes for you guys about what happened this year on the misfortunate situation on the shooting that just happened here. But I think this year. So yeah. All right, people. So here is the information for the shooting that happened this year. It states here, police received a call around 6:45 p.m. about two men near the corner of Eastern Parkway and Classen Avenue in Crown Heights, who were shot in the shoulder. Just over an hour before that, two people were shot elsewhere on Eastern Parkway, according to police. A 20-year-old man was shot in the leg, and a 40-year-old woman was grazed as well. Near Sterling Place, a 53-year-old man was taken to Kings County Hospital in critical condition after he was shot in the neck and right leg, according to police. A 40-year-old woman was also shot in the ankle. Oh my God. It states here from Park Slope to Dumbo to Bushwick to Brooklyn Heights and all points between. NBC New York covers Brooklyn news, weather, traffic, and more. Let's just give information about, what they should have done. All right, so it states here, hours later, a 14-year-old boy was shot in the left hand and in the back, police said. My God. In addition to the shootings, a man was slashed in the face near Nostrand Avenue. All of the victims are expected to survive. There was no immediate word Tuesday on possible charges or arrests linked to the investigations. Meanwhile, shootings citywide are down so far this year compared with the same time period last year. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch said Tuesday that in the first 8 months of 2025, New York City saw the fewest, which is weird, fewest shooting incidents and shooting victims in record history. I think that's a lie, but okay, that's what they say. At least 7 people were shot in the waning hours of Brooklyn's iconic West Indian Day Parade on Eastern Parkway, a rash of violence that erupted hours after mayor candidates and state leaders celebrated with smiles and community handshakes. There were 4 separate shootings with a slashing near the parade route as the rivalry wrapped up a spree in stark contrast to the otherwise peaceful and festival parade atmosphere during the day. The violence came as politicians and community members alike had been appreciating the tone of this year's West Indian Day Parade. The parade has a history of being married. I just told you guys about this. Married by violence. Last year, a shooting killed someone. Cops still haven't found the shooter. To deter the pattern this year, saw the largest police presence in the parade's history, and it's almost went off violence free. My goodness, people! I tell you, that's what I'm saying. It's known now. Besides, like I said before, it's beautiful culture, it's beautiful food, it's great people, and the best festivities. Unfortunately, there's just a downside to this situation. But I would pray, do clean up eventually in the following year from now on. Safety is really big, 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 and I hope they really take initiative to clean it up and they won't have no more incidents each and every other year from now on this situation. As it is for you little tired guys. All right, so let's see what's next on breaking news. This has just happened out. Now, again, to all the students out in New York City and worldwide, happy first day of school. I think it was just yesterday officially. Yes, Thursday. So with that in mind, as you guys don't know, you do know, I'm going to let you know, they made an official thing here in New York City. It says here, New York lawmakers agreed to school. I can't see the bottom there, but it's a cell phone ban. Now, I'll explain that to you a little bit. As my son is finishing senior year, by the way, and I'm so proud of him, by the way. But anyway, his school actually initiated this last year before they made it officially this year in school, generally worldwide. And they were the first ones actually that had this prohibited in schools, where they'll bring the cell phones in school with the kids. And what they do is the staff will give them like a pouch or something. They will, of course, they will secure it, and then they will do is they will hold it until the ending of the marking period, as they call it, the end of the school day. And then what they do is that they'll give the student the phone, and they'll take out the pouch, whatever you want to call it, and then they get the phone, and that's it. So pretty much, I really love this ideal because a lot of times parents, as myself, know the frustration of your child being in the phone on a regular basis. They're too distracted. A lot of times, they slack on doing their homework or whatever the case may be because of this distraction. So kudos to those who officially making this now officially in the New York City system, forgive me, and also maybe worldwide, that parents don't have to deal with this now, especially with teachers that are trying to teach their children, or the students, the lesson plan or whatever, and they're too focused on their phone or like gossiping. Oh my God, did you see what on YouTube or whatever? No, they should be getting back to what it is. You're going to school to learn, not to be in your phone and that whatever you do that in your home in your own personal time. So I'll keep you talking, but let me get back to this ban here they have. So it states here, New York City public schools implemented a statewide bell-to-bell cell phone ban from the 2025 to 2026 academic year, prohibiting personal internet-enabled devices like smartphones and smartwatches during school hours. The ban aims to reduce distractions, protect mental health, and promote full potential by limiting excessive device and the use of the classroom. Students' devices must be turned off and stored during the school day, with exceptions for medical or other documented needs. Schools must provide ways for parents to contact their children in emergencies and or offer secure storage for the devices. Now, it states here the ban includes personal internet-enabled devices such as a smartphone or smartwatches and tablets. The ban is just called bell to bell. The ban is in effect of the start of the school year or school day, until the final bell, which students required to turn off and store their devices, which I kind of explained to you how that works pretty much. It states here limited exceptions are made for students with medical needs, caregiving responsibilities, or those who require a device as part of their special education plan. It states here, one second, sorry guys. It states here, each of New York City's approximately 1,600 public schools had to establish its own written policy and protocol for implementing the ban by the first day of classes, which is September 4th of 2025. Schools must provide a method for families to contact their children in emergencies, such as a direct school phone number. Schools are required to offer secure storage options for devices, which could include lockers, pouches, or other designated systems. The city has allocated a $25 million, and the state has provided $4.3 million to help schools implement the new policy. I think that's worth the money. They're doing that. The primary goal is to eliminate distractions from devices, allowing students to concentrate and learn more effectively. By limiting screen time, the policy aims to help students focus on their studies and reach for their full potential. Again, I am as a parent, the school he in now since last year, high school, had actually implemented this last year before it became national this year. And I kudos to the school. I said, listen, you do what you got to do so my son can focus on what he got to do and finish school. So with that in mind, I applaud. And not to find out that this is national, worldwide, this is amazing because I'm not the only parent that's probably going through this. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, yes, the students should be there to school to focus on their studies. And that's that. So well said. Let's see our next breaking news here on the show. Let's see what we got here. Now, I hope that's not the wrong one. Hold on. Oh, actually, my bad. Sorry. So this gentleman here, again, our condolences to him at this time. There was a shooting that happened in the Bronx this past week or so in the Westchester area. Let me update you guys on that. So it states here, a man was fatally shot in the head on Westchester Avenue in the Bronx on the night on Thursday, August 7th. But this is a while back, actually. Anyway, 2005, and police are searching for the masked gunman responsible. The 33-year-old victim was rushed to a local hospital, but was pronounced dead. No arrests have been made in connection with the shooting, and the investigation is ongoing. So apparently, this unfortunately he had passed away. That's the gentleman right there in the picture you see there. Now they're still looking for the man. He's they're saying he's a masked gunman. They're still, looking for him and everything else in that sense. But again, our condolences to his family at this time who he had passed away. And it's no joke, man. People, listen. Out here in New York City is not safe as it used to be back in the days. And this is why I'm going to take this picture out so you can see my face. This is why I cannot stress enough the fact that we need someone in office, no matter what it is, as mayor, public advocate, whoever it is, to really take the initiative to see how public safety is very crucial right now, especially in New York City. It's gotten so bad out here that now is reminding me. Well, I was born in the 80s, so I don't remember that time, but I heard stories from my parents and that how the 80s were really bad. And it's reminding me of what they had told me years ago in stories, how it's becoming back to what it was back then, those days. And this is not good at all. So with that in mind, I hope and pray to God that we get our act cleaned up with the streets out here in New York City, and we get the more safety for us New Yorkers taking trains or buses or just walking down the street, because it's getting bad out here, as you guys see it. It's unfortunate. All right, so that was it for breaking news. Let's get right into another part of my show, which I like the most. It's pretty cool too. I think it's pretty not bad. It's called Celebrity News. Yes, we get into the gossip, we get into the middle of everything. So you know what it is. Let's take it away, Celebrity News. I think I got it right. Just let me hold on. Where is Acto?
Audio Jungle.
Okay, I like the music. It's pretty decent. Pretty decent. So with that in mind, let's get into the first person I was dying to talk about tonight on the show. If y'all don't know who we're talking about, that's right. From the Boogie Down Bronze, one and only Cardi B. Listen, this woman has been out there in the scene. We got like a two-part here on Cardi B. So let's first talk about the civil trial she won on September 2nd. Okay, let's let's get into detail about that matter, shall we? Let me give you guys the receipts on that one. So apparently it states here on my notes. Let me make sure I hear it quite well. All right, so apparently it states here Cardi B won a civil trial on September 2nd of 2025 after a jury found her not liable for assaulting a security guard in 2018, clearing her of the charges and potential damages in the $24 million lawsuit filed by Emily Ellis. The jury deliberated for approximately an hour before reaching its verdict. It states here that apparently the allegation was that the security guard, Emmanuel, hope I said it right, Ellis, claimed Cardi B assaulted her outside a Beverly Hills medical office in 2018, spitting on her, causing scratches, and using racial slurs. Now, counterclaim is that Cardi B denied the allegations and claimed the security guard was the aggressor, trying to film her before her pregnancy was publicly announced. Forgive me. Now, states in the trial, the civil trial took place in, I hope I said it correctly, Alameda, California, in late 2005. 2005. Wow, we're going way back. Get time to some drink. 2025 in August. Forgive me, I need some soda. It states here, Cardi B's legal team secured several pre-trial victories, including rulings that exclude potentially damaging evidence, such as testimony about the artist's past, financial status, and previous controversies. The jury found Cardi B not liable in a civil case, effectively clearing her of the assault and related charges. This is wild, people. This is wild. It states here also, afterwards, Cardi B celebrated the verdict, dancing in court and teasing her new music, according to the notes I have here. As you know, she's having a new album coming out, Am I the Drama? I think it's coming in September, actually this month. I think September 2, no, not 12, I think 19th or something like that. It's coming soon. So she actually released a new single. On the video I saw, she was dancing, whatever, and she was releasing one of her new songs on the video while she was dancing. So I think this is crazy. So that was that for her. But now another side note I'm just going to add before we get to the next person on Celebrity Gossip here. Apparently, you guys know the rumor mill, and a lot of people are talking about, and so am I. Apparently, they're stating that she may be like her first trimester, give it a take, I don't know. Apparently, they're stating that she is pregnant with her fourth child with her love interest, Stefan Diggs. Now, again, there is speculation and huge rumors. As you guys know, that's what I was trying to say. She was at a WrestleMania event, I think, this year. And, you know, she was promoting her album big time, you know, opening up for a big, you know, WrestleMania. Come on, that's a big thing out there back then, you know, until now as well. But anyway, she was doing her thing, opening up for the big event. And then, of course, there's a lot of speculation. There was a video I saw where actually she was, dancing. She had like a little shirt, and then I think she was lifting up, and all you saw was a belly. Now, I'm telling you, you don't get that type of belly if you're eating a burrito. I'm sorry. You do not, people. You do not. You do not. Okay? From the fact that I see her now, when she got out of her trial, and she was going in the court back and forth, if you notice, there's a little bump. She's trying to hide it with the baggy clothes, wearing her little cute little designer outfits. That's cute. And I was like, yeah, you can hide it so much. When your belly grows, it's gonna grow, no matter how you disguise it, whatever. So, ladies and gents, if you agree with me, let me know. This is an open forum. But I think for me personally, she's pregnant, because looking at that belly, she's not gaining weight. She looks really great, being a mom of 3 and doing her thing and everything, even though, she's having issues with her former soon-to-be ex-husband, Offset. And you guys know there's a lot of drama going on between them. Offset is throwing shade at her on his Instagram and social media outlets, stating that he ain't the father, basically throwing her under the bus, making speculations that, technically they're still legally married, by the way. But yeah, it's a whole hot mess with these two, Offset and Cardi B. I don't know. Just get your act together. Take care of your kids. I'm talking about particularly Offset, not her. She's a good mom. I'm talking about Offset. He is too much into the drama, and he needs to be responsible, take care of the kids. Okay, I'm just saying. And not get into the social media outlet exposing her. That's not cool. She gave birth to your kids, no matter how you see it. Please respect. Give her a little more respect, okay? So that is that for Cardi B part right there. Now let's get into the next one on celebrity news here. Let's see. Ooh, yes, Lady Gaga. Yes, she's been in the news recently, and I'm like, I gotta give you the tea in this one. So with that in mind, let's talk about Lady Gaga. That's right. Mm-hmm. So apparently, it states here. Okay, hold on one second. Lady Gaga. Now you guys know she recently has been doing a lot of stuff here and there. Just working on herself and doing some other things as we speak. But now she's back in the scene with the music. She just released a new music video, and it's actually a song based on the series called Wednesday. If you don't know what that is, that's actually based on the Addams Family. Wednesday was the child. You know who she is. If you don't know what that is, watch the show. Back in the days, Wednesday, she was the daughter, and just watch the show. You don't know what Wednesday is. She's the daughter of the Addams Family and the whole entire shebang. So I can't break it down to you, but just watch it when you get a chance. Anyway, so they made a series out of the Addams Family, and it's focusing on the daughter. And this is called, the name of the series called Wednesday. So as we speak, Lady Gaga is actually playing a role on there. As you see, I think that's her role. She's playing. I forgot what was she playing. Anyway, but she is doing a video that just came out called The Dead Dance. That's right. And actually, it was directed by Tim Burton. Now, Tim Burton is a big horror buff. When it comes to him with movies, I remember him. He made years ago. You probably remember this. That's how tall my age is. He did a thing called the Nightmare and Christmas, something like that. It was like the animation claymation thing. It's been years. Anyway, he's well known into that kind of world. Okay, as they say. So with that in mind, let's get into it. Lady Gaga is setting up Wednesday for a new viral dance trend with the release of the Tim Burton directed video called The Dead Dance. I saw a little bit about it. I was not too impressed. Sorry, I'm not into that type of world, but to each their own. Anyway, the music video was filmed on Mexico's Isla de las Muñecas. It's called Island of the Dolls, by the way. It's called an island located amid the channels of, I can't even say this. Oh my God. Zucumico in Mexico City, notable for its variety of dolls in different styles and colors. Shifting between black and white and bursts of vivid color, the Dead Dance music video weaves eerie imagery of dolls with Gaga's Singularity original performance. The video was promoted by Gaga and Michael Polinsky's alongside Burton and Natalie Tessa. Costumes were designed by Colleen Artwood with choreography from Paris Goebel and featured choreography from Corey Baker. The Dead Dance was made into debut alongside the release of Netflix Wednesday Season 2, part of where Lady Gaga makes a cameo as Rosalind Rockwood. So that you see there, that's what I'm talking about. The series is on Netflix, by the way. But like I said, she's playing that character you see there on the screen right there on the show. Apparently, that's the role that she's going to be playing in the series. Again, her name would be called Rosaline Rockwood. Gaga shared the inspiration for the Dead Dance was a breakup, and if it was all about the way we will sometimes feel when it's never. Oh wow, excuse me. Let me rephrase that. It states here, it was a breakup, and it was all the way that we sometimes feel when it's over. How relationship ending can kill our ability to feel hopeful about love. It got this really cool, funky beat underneath it, and that is when the song becomes not just about the relationship. It becomes about having fun with your friends when you've been gone through something tough and amazing. I can't wait for people to listen to it. So Stacey Lady Gaga's cameo Wednesday comes after a viral Wednesday dance from season 1 was paired with a speed up version of Bloody Mary, the edit of Gaga's song Jenna Ortega, that's the one who plays Wednesday, by the way. Dance of a viral hit on TikTok with users jumping on the trend to recreate the moment. Very interesting. So yeah, that was it for that right there with that situation at hand and all that said and done. So let's get into our last one on celebrity gossip. This one's really interesting. Juicy and interesting, as we say, as most part. So if you guys see here, you can't see their faces so much, but I'll explain to you what's going on in the scene. So if you guys know, listen, Zoe Kravitz, okay, that's the daughter of infamous, well-known musician, okay, did I say his name? Larry or Lenny? Oh my God, Lenny Kravitz, right? Forgive me. And the mother of Lisa Bonet, forgive me. So as you guys know, Zoe Kravitz, she is out there in the dating scene, by the way. She just recently was dating, or she was in the scene. They actually did a movie together recently. I forgot the movie, but it came out just recently, not too long ago. With Ashton Butler. Ashton Butler, I believe is his name. Who did the Elvis? Who portrayed Elvis, that movie? By the way, he is hot. I go for it. He is hot. Anyway, back to that. So Zoe is out there. Ever since she was dating that guy from that dance movie, Step Dance. I forgot his name. Damn, she be getting the good ones. Anyway, she was with him for a little while and they broke up, and now she's just dating out there right now. So she recently was in the scenes, and she was out there with Ashton Butler. Okay. And now she is in this picture with Mr. Harry Styles. You know who he is. Come on now. One Direction. That's all I got to say. All right. So let's get right to the juicy juice here. So it states here, Zoe Kravitz and Harry Styles to continue to fuel romance rumors. The pair was spotted holding hands, that you see the picture there, while taking a stroll through Brooklyn on Wednesday, September 3rd. The outing comes days after the pair was spotted kissing in London. Ooh. So interesting. So it states here, the sighting comes days after the pair were spotted kissing in Arita's in London following a promotional event for Kravitz's new film Caught Stealing. That's the movie I told you about, that she was with Austin Butler in that one. On August 24th, the pair appeared to be walking down a street in Rome together in a video shared by Twitter, they known by X now, by a Styles fan account. The clip showed the Big Little Lies actress with her arm wrapped around Styles as they took their stroll. Although it was not clear when the clip was taken, it surfaced when Kravitz was in Europe promoting Caught Stealing with her co-star Austin Butler. That's his name, Austin Butler. I was this wrong guy. Anyway, Austin Butler, by the way. Yes, him. She be know where she be grabbing. She got a taste. Anyway, he's been spending time with her while she's been on her press run. A source previously told People on Styles and Kravitz in August, ripped for Kravitz and Styles have not commented. Their rumored romance comes months after Kravitz was linked to Noah Centineo. I said it right. The pair were first photographing leaving Dantelis Ham's birthday party in Manhattan together in February 13th per the Daily Mail that stated that, by the way. On March 2nd, they were photographed leaving a bar in Los Angeles per a photo obtained by News. They were spotted stepping out together again on New York for May 4th, God darn it. Styles, meanwhile, was last linked to Taylor Russell. People confirm that the two broke up after less than a year of dating in May of 2024. Before their romance, Styles was linked to his Don't Worry, Darling director, Olivia Wilde. By the way, they had some hot scenes in that movie. Oh my God. Watch Don't Worry, Darling. So I gotta say. Director Olivia Wilde for nearly 2 years, and then briefly linked to Emily Ratajkowski. Hope I said it right. That's the guy, Channing Tatum. Oh my God, this girl got a taste. Anyway, so that was who she recently was with. In relation with Channing Tatum. Actually, he was in that movie called that movie that was very infamous about how the elite goes into these islands and is referring to Epstein a little bit, but it was that movie she did recently with him. Shit, she directed it. I think it's called Flick. Pick some shit. I don't know. Anyway, so I watched the movie, by the way. It was really intense. You gotta watch it. I can't say too much, but you gotta watch the whole movie. It's really interesting. It states here who she got engaged to on October 2023 and the two called things off a year later. Girl, you got a time. That's what I gotta say. So I gotta say, damn. Anyway, so that was it for celebrity gossip, people. Yeah, got me thinking. I'll give you more updates on this lovely couple and more people on celebrity gossip here each other week on the show on the Vero G Spotlight Radio Show. We host Vero G. That's right. Yes. So with that said, we'll see what we up next now. Let's see what we take a little quick minute here. Let's see who's on the show with us live now watching us. Hello there, Mr. Conti. How are you? Thank you for tuning in the show. He says, hey, big babes, how are you? Hello, how are you as well? Chicken legs and fries with a Coke. I don't know about that, but you eating that, enjoy, man. Oh, my God. Yeah, jerk chicken. Let me tell you something. I had jerkin. I never had jerkin chicken. Jerk chicken. Now, that's a whole other situation. That shit is on the money. I had that years ago. First time, big shout out to a homegirl who I went to her homeboy's house and we actually had a plate. The mother made some amazing rice and peas and the side was jerk chicken. Now, my first time ever having jerk chicken, let me tell you, ooh, it was spicy, but it was worth each bite. It was amazing. So ever since then, time to time, what's happened to that, like roti, jerk chicken, that's another thing. Rice and peas, that's my shit right there. So yeah, definitely. Vero G, Liz Taylor. Well, I wish I had her money. Unfortunately, I don't have that right now. But thank you for the love. Appreciate it. So with that in mind, we're going to our next segment, guys. On the show we do each and every week, we change up different things we want to bring awareness to. This month is September, right? So this month we're going to bring awareness, and this is very dear to me. It's called Sepsis Awareness Month. And with this is an infection in the blood, and people, if they don't get treated right away, can get really sick or end up dying with this. So with that in mind, I'm going to play a clip of a expert who's in the news coverage with a news reporter talking about this situation and is going to give us, informative information about this matter. And I think it would be great for you guys to learn more about this as long as, you may, figure out what it's about. But I'm going to give you more information about it right now. I'm going to give you guys a little clip. And, forgive me. And with that in mind, play for you right now. So, just tune and check it out. So with that in mind, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Vero G Spotlight Radio Show. We are host, Vero G. And let's check out this little clip here, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back into ARC Southeast Texas. September is Sepsis Awareness Month and World Sepsis Day is next week. Jamie Wright with Christus St. Elizabeth Hospital is here to talk a little bit about sepsis and just all the stuff that we need to know to be able to better protect myself. Myself and others. Kind of starts with yourself too, and kind of keeping an eye on everyone. And you've already come in with some great gifts for us too, Jamie. We're excited to add some magnets to our fridge, and then also a proclamation, right, for September?
Yes, the governor has given us another proclamation this for Sepsis Awareness Month, just kind of putting it out in the public and knowledge about sepsis. A lot of people don't know about sepsis, and so the more we bring some awareness around it, the more we can help prevent it and help people get treatment sooner than later.
Sure. Okay, so tell us, for the folks who don't know, what sepsis is.
So sepsis is your body and its way it affects, it is fighting an infection. When you get an infection from like a cut, someone who has UTIs, pneumonia, things like that, and it's your body's reaction to it. And some people's bodies don't have like a real strong reaction to it. They respond immediately to the antibiotics and stuff, and then some people don't. And you never know who it's going to be. And so it can affect from anybody from infants, children's, all the way to our elderly, our population with the mothers who just had a baby or who are pregnant, so they're really at risk. And so because your immune system is a little bit down during those times. So you want to make sure that you are washing your hands all the time, making sure you're taking care of any cuts or any wounds, so you can prevent it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you kind of mentioned anyone can be susceptible to it. Is it one of those things where I know a lot of times folks will be like, oh, I have a really great immune system. I really don't get sick a whole lot. Is that kind of a factor in it too?
You know, it's not always that a factor is kind of a one-off. Sometimes with some people you think, oh, they never get sick, and then all of a sudden, yes, sepsis, here they are with it. So, you know, we want to make sure with our children who are back in school that we are addressing when they're sick, when they're running fevers, making sure we're bringing them to the doctors, make sure they take all their antibiotics, because I know that's probably, I am sometimes a problem with that, not completing my antibiotics, but we need to make sure we are completing our antibiotics so we don't build up resistance to the infections.
That's a good point.
I guess when I think of sepsis, I think of the older population, or maybe someone who has a traumatic injury, but we're talking about kids. So maybe what would be an example of when a child could get sepsis?
You know, kids can get UTIs.
Right, yeah, babies.
And, you know, and they don't get it all treated in time. Pneumonia, flu, you know, even COVID, things like that can also be the opening for it. And so the sooner we get them in, sooner we get them addressed with the antibiotics, fluids on board, the greater chances of people surviving it and stuff. Because when these children or adults are not treated, I mean, they could pass away within 24 hours that go into organ failure and things like that. It can really get serious really quickly. So that's why it's very important to get in, see your doctor, get to the hospital, get treated with the antibiotics, the fluids, and be able to be monitored and get on top of it soon.
Yeah, so obviously every second counts. Time is very important. And that's kind of why you guys obviously have the acronym for time. Walk us through, what do we need to know? What are some signs whenever it comes to identifying sepsis?
So people who are normally not confused, okay? Temperature, they have a high temperature. They're extremely ill. Mental, like the mental, the infection and temperature. So making sure you're recognizing those things.
Okay. Well, good advice to have and keep an eye on too, because like you mentioned, obviously noticing it quicker, obviously can save lives too. And yeah, it's kind of a, how can it turn so deadly so quick?
Your body, when the infection gets into your bloodstreams, and then once it gets into your bloodstreams, then it can cause organ dysfunction if you're not getting antibiotics in there to fight the infection in time. And then once you get into organ dysfunction, and then usually death can happen really soon after that.
I guess kind of goes to show the importance, obviously, of why September is Sepsis Awareness Month, to kind of bring awareness and keep an eye on some of those signs. So you can learn more at sepsisawarenessmonth.org and just be able to kind of keep track of that and keep an eye on others and yourself for some of those key factors too. So we appreciate you stopping by and giving us a little bit of a rundown so we can look out for this stuff.
Yes, thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys, that was it for Sepsis Awareness Month. We'll be touching base more about this. I just want to give you guys an introduction about what this is, what it does. You know, this is a very serious situation. If you don't take care right away, or you see the signs, as she just mentioned on the clip, you know, it affects everybody: women, children, men. Doesn't matter. You know, if you don't feel right, if you feel something is wrong, go to the emergency room or go see a doctor to just make sure you're okay. It's always better safe than sorry. I always say that. So you already know, people. So that was it. We're going to talk more about this each other week on the show with that said and done. So you guys already know. And all that said and done. So with that said, we are finally out of here. I want to thank you all for tuning in this week on the Vero G Spotlight Radio Show. Your host, Vero G. You already know. Yes. She got applause here. Clap, 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 clap. That's right. Yes, here we go. Thank you for watching. That's right. I have big words in there for you guys. You guys can see it. There you go. Thank you for watching. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I want to thank you guys for tuning in this week. I will update you more of things to come. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. With that in mind, just hit me up. We're going to be guests on the show. If you'd like to be on the October magazine, hit me up as well. Let's get things going. Also, guys, one more time, this coming Saturday, not tomorrow, next Saturday, September 13th, we'll be having the back to school event we'll be having. You can put it one more time on the screen so you can see that. And if you'd like to contribute, would like to help any way possible, if you have me on social media, if you have me on Facebook, or you have me on Instagram, you want to definitely donate, or you want to help any way possible, you could contact me on my social media outlets. And let's make it happen. This is for the kids, for the community, for the families that are in need, and we just want to help as many people possible to start the school year right, especially the kids and the families in that sense. So, in that in mind, thank you for tuning in again, guys. God bless you all. Have a great weekend. Please be safe out there in this crazy world we're living. All right. And that in mind, I'll see you guys soon. And hit me up again if you want to guest on the show here or be in a magazine or that's said and done. And also, guys, I may be doing an early preview by next week. We'll see. I don't know yet. Of the cover of my upcoming album, the 7th full album, which will be called My Anxiety. So briefly about that, it talks about mental health awareness. And I think this is very close and dear to my heart because I and other people have suffered through mental health situations. And I think, we need to talk more about this and not be shamed or have a stigma about talking about certain things that, will bring into the light, as they call it. So with that in mind, we'll talk more about it next week, God willing, and we'll see about, I'll put an exclusive cover here so you can see the official cover here before I put it out to the world to see it. So you guys already know, and I will be officially I'll be officially giving the release date of the album. Yeah, so stay tuned on my social media outlets. I'll be putting it out there soon, so you guys will see the official release date of the album, My Anxiety. And I'm very, very excited. I cannot wait. Oh my God, you don't even know how much I'm excited. Yes. All right, guys, we're out of here. I'll talk my ass off here. Oh my God, I'll keep going. I'm like, another hour. Oh my God. Another hour, huh? Yes. So with that, we got it, guys. God bless you. Have a great, fantastic night and have a great weekend. And please be safe out there, people. So with that said, I'm out. Your girl signing out, Vero G. Until then, take care.
That as a plus size woman, you're doing it, and I'm like,
Hood baby.
but why can't you do it? And she's like, well, Mom's like, I'm not pretty enough. And she's
like
pretty.
when
She's
our
very
songs
pretty. And I was
come
like,
about, like
but you
we'll hear a
are.
beat,
And she's like,
and we
but
just sit back and vibe to it.
I have this,
And when we was hearing it, like
body and these
with the way
stretch
the
marks,
beat
and
is
I'm
set
like,
up,
and
got the amazing
or
Maroon 5.
someone came up to me on the show and
that,
like, I could never do
Jagger,
this.
so,
I had
that song was real
surgery on my
smooth,
neck
and
and I
I
have
could
this
we
scar, and I'm
both
like,
send
and
ourselves smooth
I said,
people. You know what I'm saying?
to
So
me,
we just added
scars show
a
what we
little sauce
survived.
to
They're a
it,
badge of
and
honor.
just came at them and brought a little vibe to it. Honestly,
It's not a flaw. It
just a
makes you
little turn
unique.
up
It
because
says,
I know
hey,
my
I did
first
this,
project
I
I came
accomplished this, I
more
lived
subtle.
through it, and I'm
I
better
came
for
more
it.
subtle
So
because it was around February,
that's
Valentine's. You got the
what
love,
I
you got the
really
pain. People
predominantly
want to break us
love
around
to
that time
share with
frame as well
people,
too. So
and
this time
just
around
bring
where
that awareness because I'm I'm plus size. I'm going out there. I'm doing this stuff. All eyes are on me when I'm doing this stuff,
like when
and
our songs come about,
I
like
still
we'll
struggle
hear a beat
sometimes. I remember going to
and we
one New
just
York
sit back and
Fashion Week.
vibe
I
to it.
had
And we was hearing it like with the
imposter
way the beat is
syndrome, and I
set up.
told this girl
Got the
who's
amazing
pretty well known
Maroon
model, and I'm
5.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
I
That
feel like
like
I don't
Jagger. So
belong
that
because you
song
would
was
have all
real
these
smooth, and
billboards,
I
and
could
either
see
they
we
would be
both could see
younger or
ourselves
like
smooth